Okay. So,
I think you
Aklo.
sent it to the wrong chat, Corey.
Aklo.
Oh, I
Yo,
did,
yo,
didn't
yo.
I? Ignore
So,
that.
You might want to delete it.
Sunday, Sundered Empire, episode 4. Aklo, what happened in the last episode of Sundered Empire?
You know, that's your job, but hold
It's
on.
definitely
I got
not.
notes.
It's definitely not.
It's
You
his
leveled up at
job.
the end, right?
Yeah, we definitely leveled
I've
up.
never done that ever in the history of DMing. I've always made it a priority to outsource this responsibility to players.
Okay, well, I was very hungover last session and didn't make notes. So, from what I recall, we went through the secret tunnels of
Yup.
What's the place called again?
Zleen.
Zleen. And we got fucked up by some elves pretty
Yep.
hard.
Yep.
And
Sounds
then
about right.
what
No, we killed
happened?
them.
I almost died. Everyone almost died.
Yeah, it happened twice.
We found that cage with all the
I fucking
torturers.
saved your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got into, so you like went through the tunnels, right? Got into the dungeon. You know,
The dungeon. Yeah.
The torture
That stupid
area.
pig almost got us killed.
Okay, yeah, little Nog.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woke up the guard.
No, I feel like it was someone else.
Yeah, I think it was.
I want to say it was Erduth actually.
That what?
That would have been false.
No, it was the pig. It was definitely the pig.
All right.
It was Edgar who rolled a 1, and then
Okay.
he blamed it on the pig.
Somehow we
I
were
didn't blame
sneaking
it on
around
Uh-huh.
with a fucking warthog, and
You guys need to shut that shit down.
Yeah. We're gonna use it for rations next time.
Oh,
And we met my family,
Yeah.
and we found out that there was
Before that, you almost died because there were
Yeah,
some guards out there who did not want to let you in.
Yeah.
Right.
And turns out my brother is sitting on the throne.
How did that happen?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
Again,
A coup d'etat.
very hungover.
No worries. Thank you. A coup d'etat, exactly.
And then we found out that there is one final living relative of the royal clan, and we think that it's with that lady that we have to meet up with.
Her name is.
Her name is, I have it written down.
Snicklefritz.
Snicklefritz, I believe that's what it was. Yes.
I'm so impressed, Mark,
What, did I remember stuff?
that you have notes.
Right?
Yeah, you did a pretty good job.
It's pretty good. But
Are you testing us? Is this what it is?
No, this is just a recap.
And then we leveled up.
No.
We did level up.
No, you did not.
I leveled up.
Yeah, 4 of us. Kind of seems like we leveled up.
I can't find what the lady's name was.
All right, no worries.
I'm worried.
It's Wyna Audrith.
Yeah, I have it written down here. Get Bark's pig runs into him and wakes him up. Yeah,
All right.
fucking stupid pig.
There you go.
Are you just blaming it on the pig because he can't fight back?
That's okay. That combat was the least deadliest combat we've probably faced.
I don't know. I got fucked up pretty hard.
Not that one.
So you guys, yeah, that one.
That's the one where I was like hammering that guardsman, right?
That was such a screwed up fight.
You look like you were having so much fun wrestling with him, so we just didn't bother stopping you.
I was like holding him down. Look, you can just stab him, and then everyone's like, "Oh, let's just leave him to his thing."
Scott. So you guys, after that, made your way out of the palace and into Lowtown, which you, emerging from the tunnels, you.
It was all fucked up from the siege, right?
Exactly.
I used criminal contacts to find us a safe place.
What was his name? I want to say it started with the. I want to call
Wasn't
him
it
Jimbo.
like White Rabbit or something?
No, that's your like your information contact.
Magic telephone guy.
Yeah, magic telephone guy. Fax machine, but whatever.
Yeah.
Are those conversations? Is that technology available to the public, or is that kind of like an underground thing?
You can, if you have enough money, you can get it. It's like it's just technology that's out there.
So we can get one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a mobile situation. though,
No,
is it?
it's definitely like you can like pack it up and move it, but
Yeah, we
you
get some
can't,
like little goblin to put it on its back and
n-
haul it around town for us.
You'd
just
have
saying,
to
we could
figure out.
use
You'd
one.
have to hire someone to try to figure out how to miniaturize it because it's definitely not like something you can carry on your back.
Sounds like a job for an artificer.
Right?
So
I got it, guys. I'm gonna snap my own neck.
using your criminal contact, you managed to secure lodging in like a safe house in Lowtown, in the ruins of Lowtown. Yeah, and that's where we ended it. So, what are you guys doing? You guys rested the night, right? So in your safe house, you've had a long rest.
Matt wanted to go to the like the magical something or other to steal some stuff.
I wanted to go to the Chineros temple to make sure it was okay.
So that's
And
like
find
And
the-
deliberate
my,
artifacts.
that's like a trip of like a
Is that what we call it now?
kilometer and a half.
Liberate?
just under a kilometer and a half from your current location, and that would be through the ruins of Lowtown.
Let's go, gang.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
We're all rested. We didn't
When we
get
have
attacked
time.
in the night, or
When we have time, we should make some potions, eh? Because we got so much money now that we should all be packing a potion at least.
I got no
People
money.
keep
What are you
going
talking
down.
about? I'm broke.
No, we got a bunch of
I
money
don't want
like
that gold.
in my treasure
Somehow-
stack that we can.
Yeah.
Let me see what we're at. We're at.
Can you make those, or do you have to just go purchase them?
One of you guys could.
can make
One of
it.
you priests, druid type people. 700 gold of treasure is in my.
Okay, so at this point, we know that we have to meet up with that woman. Is this time sensitive? Like, or do we have time to go to the
You have
cathedral?
no idea.
Or we just have some random stranger waiting somewhere for us. We're like,
No,
we're
she
gonna
has.
stop at the
She doesn't know
cathedral."
you're fucking coming. She's not waiting for you.
Oh,
Yeah, let's get the kid, and then we can take care of the other things after.
okay.
I mean, it's not like that treasure is going anywhere, right? Or is that what we're getting at?
We're not coming back here, are we? She's not in the capital.
Yeah, I think once we have the
She's
kid, we're gonna have to.
she's in the
hightail
capital.
it down.
All right, let's deal with all of our business here, our personal business here, and
Then continue the main quest.
then continue with. The yeah. Does that work? So should we go get the treasure?
It's not treasure. We're gonna see if my mentor's still alive. And
Oh, there's
he's
treasure.
Yeah, because I thought there was treasure involved. That's how we're going.
Okay,
And
so
you got to liberate them.
I need to take off this hoodie once
course.
again, guys.
Ooh, take it off. Take
On
it all off.
stream? Is that allowed?
I'm actually naked.
Okay, so
Pixar, it didn't happen.
so you guys, it's when like how do you guys want to like fucking move there? When you poked your head out, you like people are moving around in the ruins. There is no law established here right now. There's law on the other side of the fork of the river, right? In Midtown, there's law. There is no law in Lowtown right now. There is law in the merchant half, though.
And is this like segregated with like walls, or
No.
this is-
No, but
The
there is
river.
like a clear. It's like economically segregated.
it's like the border between Surrey and Delta?
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's no RCMP, but there's Delta Po, right?
No, it's just the streets are just visibly cleaner.
Unless on fire.
and less on fire.
So you
Nice.
guys can, yeah. Are you guys just gonna
Well,
like
we're
march as a
pretty like
group?
heavily
Or...
armed.
Yeah, you are.
Isn't it all ruins here?
It's basically ruins, but they're like at this point, like the people. This is like the safest spot for all of like the lowest of the lows. Like the outer slums have been burned, right? And everywhere else the law has still kind of maintained a control. So even though there's very little shelter here, most people are kind of just like most of the undesirables of the city are here, going around scavenging what they can in groups of 5 to 30 people.
And whereabouts is what was the name of that woman first of all?
Wyna Odrith?
Wyna?
Wyna Odrith. She is in. Let me show you. She's up here, in just before Uptown. She's in Uptown.
Okay.
She's right there. In a she lives in a like gated estate, the Odrith estate, surrounded by other estates that are protected by imperial city guards.
And this was the general's contact, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess can we? So there are no buildings. It's all just torn down where we are right now.
There are buildings, but there are more ruins than buildings. There's a lot of open space, but there are still buildings like that have managed to survive the destruction.
But there's no like guard presence.
Think of cities in France in World War II.
Yes, I'm not really educated on that, but if that's a valid
Cities
comparison.
destroyed and ruined, but some buildings standing.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
So we don't need to really worry about like having a low profile or.
Wouldn't it all just be like civilians everywhere dead?
There's tons of death everywhere and shit.
Yeah, but the shit's par for the course during this time, right?
No way, we went through sewers.
Yeah,
we're
but when
covered in
people
shit.
die, they fucking shit and piss.
Urban legend.
It happens right after the rigor mortis fades.
Well, I guess we're walking to the Cathedral of Caneros.
All right, so that's the first thing you guys do. You have your morning nipples, and then stick your head out of the safe house. It's like a cellar, basically, that is hidden with rubble, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you stick your head out of the safe house, and it's the sun is in the sky, but there's an overcast, so it's just gray. It's hard to breathe. And there are lots of different kinds of people around. Lowtown was called Lowtown, but really it was the center. Like this Zleen is the center of the empire, so even like the poor people of Lowtown were like obscenely wealthy, right? So you like, but they've been basically decimated. So you see like these people mixed in with the people of the slums and the regular beggars of the streets. Most people are like street beggars and slum dwellers, but every now and then you'll see like a freaking like person in fine serviceable clothing that they're trying to like pull something from the rubble, or they've
Trying to
been
find the
ruined
photos of a
basically.
family kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
After a tornado hit the town.
Exactly. You guys make your way through that, and you're sticking together as a group and like walking with purpose, or are you like trying to trail out and stick to the shadows, or
Let's stick
Just
together as
walking
a
with
group.
purpose, right? And
Yeah,
staying as a
because
group.
Stick together.
We're like a fucking look like probably like a well-armed group walking through the streets.
Yeah, yeah. Don't give people a reason to mess with us, right? Except for the like jangling sack of cash that I'm like carrying around in my bag.
So a kid, like a little group of kids.
Street urchins.
Street urchins are the words, right? They run up to you. There's 5 or 6 of them. One's older than the others. The eldest is probably like 11 or 12, and the others are anywhere from like 5 to 9, right? And they're rags, and most of them have shoes, but some of them don't. And the leader comes up and he's like,
Rolling insight.
"Okay,
Kill him.
all right, so."
Wait, they're walking up to us?
Yeah, they are. They're kind of like on and into. They're like keeping alongside you guys. They're like caught up and keeping alongside you guys, and the leader, a gangly boy, goes, sirs, do you have any bread? Do you got any bread, sirs?
Just pretend like they're like panhandlers of regular life, and just pretend like you don't see him and keep walking.
How many of them are there?
There's 6 or 7.
All right, I'll cast good berries and give them good berries.
All right.
Giving
Oh
you good
man,
berries.
bad mistake.
You start handing out the good berries.
I kind of just give the leader a bushel of
So
10.
you like create these good berries and just put them in his hand.
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
shoo him on his way.
You shoo him on his way. So okay, as you do that, like 10 adults, these like fucking
Jesus
farm
Christ.
workers come up and they're like, "Hey, you got any more?"
Yes, and I cast again.
Okay.
And I'll give them good berries too.
Okay. So you same thing. You just like how many do you make?
I make 10.
Ooh, that's lucky. Do you give it to the
Yeah.
the leader or what? Or do you like put one in each hand?
For the adults, I'll give one to each. The
Okay.
Kids are.
So you like hesitate and start handing them out one by one, and you see the vibe of the crowd start to surge towards you.
Oh god.
No, I apologize to the crowd and tell them that
You start
that's
like
all I got.
talking to the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, roll persuasion, I guess.
Yeah, that would be deception.
Okay, roll deception.
Either way,
Well, if you have more than roll deception.
they're both at 0. So
He's lying. And
I
they're
pull out my sword and start swinging wildly. Get
Wait,
the
what?
hell out of here!
oh, okay, that works.
Yeah.
They like as soon as you like
You
Just
fucking
like
he's
he's
like,
urchins.
fucking shadow elf comes out.
I don't have any more good berries, right? And then like the crowd darkens and you see like just like it for a second it seemed like they didn't have anything, and then you're like, oh, I don't have any good berries, and all of a sudden you just notice that they all have like fucking sticks and pitchforks and stuff in their hands, right? And like the morning gets a little darker, and then Aklo he like comes forward and he starts swinging wildly and yelling, and they like even though the crowd is like outnumbers you significantly, like freaking 20 to 1 kind of deal, they shirk back in fear at his intimidation. And such intimidation. Oh, man doesn't want to
guys,
die, and
we
this
can
is
totally sell these.
Okay, that's it. That'll be our campaign. We're gonna start a little shop and we're gonna sell berries.
an
Who's gonna
apothecary.
buy a bunch of bums? They're gonna get some coppers, or we can take this 700 gold in my bag and we can skip like 10 years of like peddling berries.
We'll open a restaurant.
So you
Call
guys
it the good berry.
you guys make your way through the streets to the ruined exterior support structure of the Cathedral of Kaineros. It is Gothic in architecture, a long rectangle with vaulted arched ceilings and winged support struts along the sides. The stained glass has been melted. The roof has fallen in on itself, and it's just a burning pile of rubble. The giant marble statues, hand-carved statues of Chineros have been pulled down and smashed. And
I like fall to my knees and like,
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys,
gonna say
you did it!
I look
You
at Dude to
destroyed
see
it
how he's reacting.
all! I will get vengeance!
I I'll like stand behind Matt and grab his shoulder. Up, brother. We have to move on. And let's say a little Chineros prayer, and it is
Okay.
now up to us to spread the word of Chineros.
Is there nothing left? Like actually?
There's like the structure
Can I,
of the building.
can I go in still?
You can go in.
Yeah,
Okay,
aren't there like vaults or something? Like maybe something survived. Let's take a look.
Yeah, what about
Maybe
cellars?
treasure.
I mean, priceless artifacts with a
We
So
very
like,
gotta
ooh, we
definite
walk in.
Yeah, like an undervault.
price.
Alright, I go with
him.
Yeah, everybody roll investigate.
All right, let's do this. Let's do some investigation.
I think you're all on the same page.
We're not investigating very much.
Cool.
Well, here's some rocks.
There,
So I got
these are
8.
definitely
Oh
ruins.
my, yeah. So you guys find some ruins. Dude, give me a history check.
Oh, it's even worse, I think. I'm not very smart.
Well, maybe someone can help you.
Oh,
I'll
Ah!
Aklo, you're not part of the Church of
Oh, shit,
Chineros.
no.
I got
Yes, I
13.
am.
Are you?
He's-
Okay.
he has grown up here.
How
Yeah,
do I
this is
assist?
he's.
What do I roll to assist, or do I
You
not
just
roll
help.
anything?
You just help.
Okay, I
and
just
you
help
give them
him, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
We gave
Sorry, dude.
Erduth advantage.
Okay,
so he
cool.
actually crit.
All right.
Okay, so
-3 history.
Hey, don't judge. Don't judge. Okay.
I'm a priest. I just
It's
make
my
shit
work
up as I
brain.
go along. So
Religion.
Erduth, you guys come in, you start looking around, kicking around everything. It's clear that it's already been ransacked, right? Scoured by whoever destroyed it and all of the people who came after looking for, that scrap of bread or that piece of copper or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But in the back of your head, your mentor's voice, the voice of Tiberzon, his warm, gravelly.
Tiber, what happened to you?
Oh yes, Erduth. The Cathedral of Chineros is one of our greatest achievements of the clergy, of beauty and of piety. Da da da. He just kind of have these vague memories of him ranting on. He's like, and in the protected storage cellars of the cathedral, there we keep our greatest treasures. Yes, taken from all across the land and brought to the glory of Chineros. We found some cool stuff, yeah. And nobody cared that we took it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Right, and so this little bit of history kind of reignites something in you, and you get everyone to do a second round of
Sweet. Please check again.
of investigating. It's okay. On your second round, you guys find the entrance to a passage that leads. It's like it's built off the side of a support column, right? On the right hand side, there's a false stone that releases a hatch in the ground, and it kind of these stairs just fall down, and opens up a passageway that you guys have access to. I'm gonna say.
Before we go in, hey
Yeah.
hey man, is this the kind of temple that's gonna have like traps and stuff? Like, I would know.
Is there any other kind of temple?
I guess not. You first.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm
I'll go
the
first.
rogue.
I will follow second.
Yeah.
Check for traps.
Yeah. So roll perception. Is that actively perceiving? Okay, so you find
Oh, nice.
you guys find some traps.
Okay.
The first one, you don't have
Nice.
to, is just don't step on that fucking step. I guess
Don't-
you
don't step
disarmed the
there.
second one, and you guys make your way down. Eventually, the masoned stairs turn into a rough-hewn kind of cave-like texture. Right? It turned from something crafted into just something carved and like a hole that's been punched through, and then it led in this passageway leads into a larger chamber that is like a open cave. There's stalactites on the ceiling, and just kind of an open stony ground that on the opposite end of this chamber is a large, but it's about like 12 by 12 feet tall, right, 6 feet wide, double door, kind of vaulted door that is locked. Has a big frickin' lock on the front.
Can I try and unlock it?
Yes. So you fiddle with it, and you think you come close, but you fail to unlock it.
Got any ideas there, Urduth?
Wait, hold on. The skill check, right?
Yeah.
It's your unproficiency.
So I got 18.
He did cast that, did he?
No,
What?
this
No,
is
This
Oh,
is
wait.
my talisman. This is basically the talisman of kind arrows.
Oh,
Helping me with stuff
interesting.
I'm not good at.
Interesting. So like that's super cool because Aklo comes up, right? And this
I
trained
loosened it up for you.
this trained rogue, he looks at the lock, he tries it out, doesn't work. And you basically come up and you watched what Aklo did, and you just go through the same motions that Aklo went through, right? You handled the lock in the exact same way, but you feel this divine inspiration. Kaineros is talking to you, and
Turn the handle.
exactly right.
You didn't try that.
Tilted 5 degrees to the right, my son.
It's
then
a
you
push
do.
door.
That was 6.
And you hear the click, and almost as if your prayers were answered. A click that says your
Kaineros be
prayers were
praised.
exactly, and the door is unlocked. Inside, it's a 12 by 12 room. Now this is where it's gonna get a little
Killy?
no. There's nothing in there. Oh, there's only stuff in there.
Except treasure.
I will read it out 1 second.
Okay.
So, there is a lot of stuff. There's a cabinet on the left.
Mahogany?
Mahogany cabinet. I'm looking for the items. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Yes.
So there's a cabinet on the left. There is a. I'm just gonna draw this out. I feel like that would make things easier. So, cabinet on the left.
How did we get down here? Was it like a stairwell?
It was a stairwell, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a suit of armor, suit of full plate, right here.
Nice.
Holy crap!
Full plate.
It is done. It's made in this like dark metal and styled like a Chinese dragon. The helm.
That's cool.
In this corner, there is a cloak.
What is this China you speak of?
Yeah, give us context in world.
Yeah, it's styled like a worm, with flowing, twisting, curling mustaches and large, bushy eyebrows.
Do they curl up or down? The
Uh,
mustaches.
That's
they
a good one.
curl down, but then they hook up. It's like they're like wavy,
Oh.
right? And they go and they extend backwards as the worm flies forward. It has no wings. Yeah, and large eyebrows and
So wise and gentlemanly at the same time.
yes. There is so there's the cabinet. There is, over here is a pedestal with it's like a pedestal, a little dais with a black obsidian figurine of a fly on it, covered in a crystal, like display case, right? It's like a little curved glass cup that's placed over this thing.
I open the case.
You open the case?
Yeah.
Like the glass case?
Yeah. Did you say that? Can we see inside it? Sorry, I didn't don't know.
That's hilarious.
Just give me the goodies. That's what this is about.
Wait,
Okay.
what'd you say?
I'm gonna stand watch outside.
So you lift up the glass.
Yeah, Kelly, there's nothing in here.
You lift up the glass and you look at the figurine on the dais.
Okay,
Okay,
I look at it.
it's a obsidian figurine of a fly, of like an insect. The insect, yeah.
Interesting, and I shove it in my bag.
Okay, so you pick that up.
I guess I open
That's
up the
all.
cabinet.
Okay, so you open up the cabinet. Dope. In the cabinet, it's like a organized kind of cabinet of weird shit on every shelf. There's two pairs. There's a pair of boots, a necklace of that has rubies, 5 rubies embedded in it.
There couldn't possibly be a fireball necklace, right?
I don't know.
No, can't possibly.
I don't know. There's some bracelets, like bangles. There is a pick, like a loot pick, that's made out of what it seems to be some sort of ivory. There is an amulet. It's a ruby as well, but it seems like dark on the inside. There's a pair of soft leather boots. Like the first pair of boots where they're like work boots. They're hard leather with like steel toe caps and thick steel ankle supports. And these are like soft leather moccasin, like high ankle moccasins, basically.
The first pair of boots.
Sorry, the first pair of boots were heavy work boots. The second pair of boots are high ankle moccasins.
Ooh, I want the moccasins.
Are we? Come on, let's take a look first and see what's going on. Like, are we just gonna raid these like cultural treasures or something?
This is divine providence.
Exactly what we're here to do.
When he says that, I look at him and think, we gotta get these out of here before the peasants come and steal more and set them alight.
All right, I think the best way to take this full plate out is to wear it, and I
Yeah,
think
put
it
it
fits
on,
me
man.
perfectly. So
It does seem to be your size.
Can we check these for magic if they're magical? Can one of you do that? Because
I don't have any.
Give
I don't
me
want to be
10
trapped
minutes.
inside like a curse armor or
or
something, you know.
how long does it
Sounds
take
like
for a
what's in
cleric
what's in
to
this thing?
Do you
reorganize
have it on
their?
your list? Hold on
Okay,
one second.
so
nobody hear
there's
me?
a white rod. I can hear you.
Cool.
There is a,
How
okay.
long-
Let me just
How long
finish
does
these
it take
items.
for a cleric to re-prepare their spells?
We had a long
It's
rest,
a
so
long
we should be
rest.
fine.
Okay, can I just do
No,
it?
but you have to. It has to be on your list. Like I have it on my list, so if you need me to.
Yeah, I have it
do
on my
ritual-
list too.
No, I'm talking about I have it like prepared.
A little quiet. Corey.
You'd have to have it prepared to cast the ritual.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Can't I just take like 30 minutes or whatever to?
It takes a long rest, I believe.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Unless you're a sorcerer, right? I think sorcerers are the only ones who can do stuff like that on short rests.
I think sorcerers know their spells.
The warlocks are the ones that do it short rest.
Okay. So do you guys want me to finish the items or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep looking. Yeah.
Okay, so there's two rods, a white rod and a black rod. They're right next to each other, about a foot and a half and an inch and a half thick.
I grabbed the black rod.
How about we just take it all
Yeah.
and figure out what it
Okay.
is, and then we'll
So you take it all?
give it out to see what's best for everyone.
You just take it all. All right. Just put it in a sack or what?
Put
Yeah,
it
put
in
it in a
James's
sack.
money sack.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm outside
All
just in case.
right. That's a good idea, but
You and Little Nogger standing guard.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing out here.
all right. Are we actually gonna raid and loot everything? Is that the plan?
It's
Yes.
divine providence that delivered us here. Did you
All
not
right.
see the light?
Did you
All
not
right.
see my amulet glow with
We
spiritual
must
light?
preserve for future generations.
All right. We got, and someone already
This
grabbed the
belongs in
obsidian
a museum.
fly, right?
Yeah, I already grabbed that fly.
Okay, so we got the full plate, and we got moccasins, and we got work boots.
Yep.
We got amulet, and we got necklace with 5 gems.
Yep.
We got a black and white rod,
Yeah.
and we got
a loot
a
pick.
cape.
Yeah,
A
a cape.
Loot pick, like the music instrument, right?
Yes.
All right, not like, yeah, okay.
Pickaxe?
Yeah, pickaxe. All right. And we got a cape.
Yeah.
That's all we got so far. What else?
You got a obsidian ring.
Obsidian ring. Okay.
And I think I said something else. Bangles. Silver bangles.
Cool.
All right, and that's it.
All right, let's load these up and go back to our hideout, I guess.
Sure.
Or we could go find the kid. That sounds like something we should do soon.
Just make our way to North Town or
Yeah, we
Uptown.
should definitely get at this ghetto.
Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can carry all of this, no problem, actually. Only thing heavy is full plate, and I'm pretty sure I can carry that.
Okay, so if we're gonna be going up, like going north towards wherever we're supposed to meeting that lady, this is more or less a safe place now. Should we just try and identify this, or do you want to just because it might help us to get through whatever situations we run into?
Can I run an Arcana on that rod? The black one?
Sure.
I didn't get shit.
No.
I rolled a 2. That's not a critical fail. I rolled a 2.
No. I see.
I am.
Would you like me to take a look at that rod?
I would.
Okay, so
It's a rod.
I guess this is. Okay, Cali Keek. You have a good idea of what it is.
What? I thought you were gonna cast identify.
We don't have identify. We have detect magic.
Oh, I have identify on my.
Oh,
list.
you have identify. Do you have the
I don't have it
components?
prepared. What are the components?
A gold pearl worth 100 gold and an owl feather.
Yeah, we have enough
Nope.
gold to identify most of these.
I don't have either of those things though. You'd have,
Yeah,
you'd have
but
to go-
well, we can find a place that sells.
Maybe there's a pearl in that bag.
What's the
So-
rod?
Yeah, maybe.
So you Kelly Keek, you know that this rod comes from the northwestern region of the world. It's a dwarven made rod. It's covered in dwarven runes, and
Is this
you,
a black one?
yeah, you think
Okay.
that it was used by the volcanic dwarves, the of the mountain of the volcano mountain.
the molten
Uh,
dwarf.
The molten dwarves, thank you. To
Cool.
do something with
Sorry, 1 second. Is that what Edgar is?
No,
no.
meteor.
Okay, just making sure.
Can you describe the rod? How thick is it, and then how long is it?
It's
Is there a
a
good
foot and a
grip on
half.
it?
It's
Okay.
it's a foot and a half of it's very difficult to kind of determine what material.
Wait,
it is.
length or girth?
Length. It's
Girth.
about 1.5 inches in terms of thickness. It looks almost like a perfect stick of chalk.
Okay, cool.
But along
A
it,
giant.
yeah, it's like a giant fucking stick of chalk, right? But it's not brittle. It's not brittle whatsoever. The edges of each end are immaculate. Like there's zero chipping in evidence, right? Something like that if would
And
generally.
this is the dwarvus item, right?
This is the
Or
black.
is this the ivory? Okay,
This is
okay.
black obsidian or
Yeah,
ebony or whatever you. It's probably not that material because of the apparent durability of whatever it's made out of. But yeah, in this cylinder of charcoal, sorry, not chalk, charcoal, black chalk. There's dwarven sigils and runes etched into it.
Can I read that?
Do you have dwarven?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says as the pact is made, the pact is kept. To fulfill the bonds, the oath is met. Wow, that translated really well into common in some sort of rhymey way.
Okay, can we? I'm gonna Arcana the White Rod.
You think it was used by dwarven warlocks to increase their powers? Kelly Keek.
You better give me that shit right now.
Okay, do you wanna grab
I
it?
relay that information to Erduth?
And you do say like the little oath thing?
Oh yeah, as I'm reading it, I would say it.
It's just the rod of the pact keeper. Tabrazon always talked about. I take hold of it.
Oh,
Okay, I'm taking it out of my inventory. It's all
All
Do
yours.
I,
man.
it's all yours,
It's
buddy.
all yours. Yeah.
Do I feel the power surge through me?
You feel the power of Kaineros surge through you.
Is it rare?
What do you mean?
Like, is it uncommon? Is it rare, or is it very rare?
I will get back to you on that.
Well, is it a +1, a
It's
+2, or a
+1.
+3?
It's +1.
Okay, so it's uncommon.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna check the white
Oh
rod.
man, +2 would have been way better.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Like objectively better.
By a whole one.
Okay, white rod.
1 second.
Do you even know what it does?
So this is a spell casting stick of some kind.
You need a wand?
No,
A staff.
a spell casting stick.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, does it have spells in it or what?
It
What
has
do you mean?
a spell in it. I'm trying to determine if Corey rolled well enough to figure it out.
should I put this in? Where should
Can
I put this rod
I-
in my? Like, do I just put it in equipment,
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
or can I just put it in features? Because
So, Markeng, I don't know if
because it
you
has an item
are.
that can be stolen, right? So
yeah,
it's
it's true.
an item, yeah.
Do you guys just want to spend like how much time do you want to spend here, fucking like looking at this shit?
Let's not spend because we got things to do in this town, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, we could do this on the well, not really on the.
No, you
way,
can't.
but-
So like, if you guys want, we can just I can tell you everything that.
Just tell
Well,
me.
let's just do
But it's
the.
gonna take like a while to figure this shit out. Like, honestly,
Yeah,
you need days to figure this stuff out.
yeah.
Is there
Days of
anything else
investigation and research? Yeah.
that is in that group of items that is like something that we should figure out now?
No, none of this stuff is like.
Well, I'm talking to the group more.
Oh, I
Like,
see,
is there
okay.
anything the group that you know? Anything you guys want me to like check now before we go? Because this is gonna take a
Nah,
while.
let's leave.
Okay,
How
so
do
No, I don't think so. I don't
How
think
Fuck it,
do
I'm
I-
putting the boots on.
How do I just add
Okay.
plus? How do I
He
add
flies
plus
off
one?
into the sky.
Also,
We're never
Markeng,
seen again.
How do I add plus one to my DC, my spell DC, and my spell attack roll?
you
there.
can. Sorry, there is a. What's it called? And if you click the gear
Yeah.
on your character sheet there next to spells, you can change it there. One of those things lets you. That's how you'd find detail change stuff.
But it's all at 0.
Are you talking about the spell slot modifiers?
No,
Those
so
are
like
for-
like spell save DC and spell attack bonus. They both go up by 1.
Okay, I'll help you.
Does something happen when I put the moccasins on?
Nope.
These are comfy moccasins.
That they are. Yeah, no. You haven't like there's a itch in the back
Do
of
they
your head.
compliment his steez?
So
Turn into a badger.
in what you do, I think, is see next
Badge.
to
Goddamn.
on your character sheet there's a little cog,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there.
right?
It's
Top of
underneath.
global magic attack modifier, I think is
Yeah.
your to hit.
With the 1.
Yeah, that's a 1.
And then spell DC mod just 1. Right.
Spell save DC mod.
Yeah, it's below magic caster level.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that worked.
All right.
Also, Markane, I don't know if you know or not, but for my background of Sage, my feature is researcher, and it says when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from you can obtain it.
Okay, that's cool.
Usually, this information comes from the libraries, scriptorium, university, or sage, or other learned person of culture.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so what are you guys doing? Oh, that actually, I'm gonna say you figured out what the white rod does, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
It is the rod of obedience. You can use an action to present the rod and command obedience from each creature of your choice. From a creature of your choice that you can see within 120 feet of you. The creature must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 8 hours. While charmed in this way, the creature regards you as its trusted leader. If harmed by you or your companions or commanded to do something contrary to its nature, a target ceases to be charmed in this way.
Cool.
You can use that once a day.
Once a day, eh?
It's a rod that can be utilized once a day.
I hesitate and then inform the group.
Ah,
I'm
that's
telling.
funny.
So it's like any creature?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That rock monster.
Well, I mean, it'll just make them, stop attacking us. And we can't use it to say, "Hey, you kill your friend," right?
No, but you could probably use it to say like, "Hey,
We can
you
totally
kill my enemy if you're a super violent thing by nature."
probably like, "Oh, hey, that guy's talking shit about you."
So what do you guys want to do?
Who wants it? This seems
I
to
will
be
hold on to it.
really good. Sounds good to me. Out of my bag into
Alright.
yours. All right.
What are you guys doing now?
Head to Uptown.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
going to get that baby. I want to look for any clues on the way out if I know what happened to my
Mentor.
mentor. Just an investigate, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
No.
14.
No. Nothing.
Nothing.
He was what was his position here?
He was High Inquisitor.
So what is that? Is in the hierarchy of the Church of Kaineros?
I would say it'd be like the head of the
Investigative branch.
like the paramilitary branch of the
I
church.
see. Okay, so he's like he's the
Warrior
iron
monk.
fist of the Pope.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
Good,
I like
good
it.
name for a song.
So
And yet his cathedral was in the poorest part of town.
that's what Kaineros is.
You got to keep up appearances, man.
Okay.
He's
not-
apparently
it's
a
not
god
his
of the
cathedral.
people.
It's Kaineros' cathedral.
So you guys
Yeah.
start walking towards the bridge to Midtown, or are you gonna drop your shit off and then go back, or what? Like, what are you guys doing?
We're not going back to the safe
Yeah.
house, right? We're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going
no,
straight to
we're pinging
Okay.
the.
So you're just like making plays. All right.
Yep.
So you make your way into Midtown. As soon as you cross the bridge, there is a guard presence.
Little Tom.
They look at you, kind of suspiciously. They don't stop you, or anything because you're clearly not like
Ragamuffin.
yeah, you're not like ragamuffins, skids. You look like you have gold, right? The people in Midtown are well dressed. They seem to have escaped most of, if not like they haven't like there's zero evidence of any sort of like war or battle on this side of the river. It's completely different compared to the other side.
What banners do they hang?
They have imperial banners hanging, but they've been altered.
Yeah, that probably means shit right now.
Some have these new
How have
banners
they been?
that are they're basically House Udinzo's crest.
And that's the guy that did the coup.
That yeah.
That's a good looking crest.
Well, remind me, what does it look like, Mark?
What
Aklo?
does it look like? Maybe like a skull, right?
Okay, yeah.
And two crossed swords.
So they're pirates.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was like, what?
I would need time. I need time to think about that.
What kind of animal is House Udinzo's animal?
A raven.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, a raven, sure.
A raven on blue.
No, a raven's not deadly enough.
A panther.
Maybe a nighthawk.
Okay, a nighthawk. I feel like
Oh,
either way.
And
a black
crescent
nighthawk.
moon.
It is a
An owl.
Oh yeah, owl.
Yeah, an
Owl's
owl
cool.
would be good.
a
Ever watch
a
one
black
in the Dark
owl
Hunter?
on blue. That's the new. So it's turned from a silver embroidered eagle on black to a black owl on blue.
Disgusting.
That's fucking hard.
On like a gold crescent moon.
Boom. And then it has night shift embroidered underneath it. So you guys are in Midtown now. There are like it's apartments basically, but there are many street vendors.
What were the guards wearing?
The guards are wearing the House Yudinzo stuff now. Yeah.
Does it seem like they're still fighting in the streets?
How did they get such a big...
In here, there's fighting, but it's only interpersonal. There's no like guard.
It's like, wow. Like gang fights.
no
Yeah.
police presence?
No, right? So there's still like lots of fighting in here, but like I said, in here, it's almost like as if like business as usual kind of deal, right? It seems you get like roll eavesdropping. What would be a good eavesdropping skill?
Perception.
Perception.
Sure, roll perception.
Kelly Geek just knows everything.
So,
I know.
Fuck yeah.
or do you think Kelly Keek? You guys are kind of picking up just from the way the citizens and merchants are talking that they're aware that big changes, ha ha ha, yeah, kind of like sarcastic laugh, things are it's super slow now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm gonna go out of business. Ha 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 ha. Right. So you're kind of getting this idea that yeah, they're feeling the effects of this huge change in power, but that they've it's clearly fine on this side
They've
of
adapted.
the river. Exactly. This is a little bump in their economy kind of deal. So you guys continue making your way through Midtown, and you kind of there's no wolves, but there's just like a big main street, and then like a bump up in opulence and fancy fanciness, right? So like this boulevard is landscaped with like fine foreign plant life, and as soon as you make it onto the opposing kind of section of the street, it becomes like washed white stone, like pavers, and it's just nicer in upper Midtown.
Like clearly an expansion that they made when they had more.
No, but like their homeowners association just puts more money into improving and
Yeah,
keeping up the
okay.
appearance. So you guys, like now you get stopped by guards, right? Guards are like, all right, what's going on here?
We are relief survivors and refugees from the kind of brought them in when we first started. We were just
I
trying to make
cast,
our way out of the
guidance on-
city.
You're just trying to make your way out of the city.
I'm keeping my head down.
Yeah, like I'm being very distracted.
I look like clearly a hired sword. I mean, like the bodyguard or something, whatever.
I critically failed my stealth.
Why'd you even roll that?
You shout,
Yeah, but
ignore
He
me.
could have just like done nothing, but he's like trying to be all sneaky in the background. Like,
So like he the guard. I don't know if I should do this.
Do what you feels real, man. Do it.
So the guard, right? He's like, oh, you're trying to get out of the city. Well, go back through the south gate. Head west through the west gate. You just don't look like the right type of people to be going out through the east gate or the north gate. I'm sorry.
Not the right type of people.
And
I
then,
like slip him one of my 2 gold.
He like looks at your hand, right? And then like
Mark.
looks up at Mark at Aklo. And
Who is this Mark?
He kind of pales a bit. And
Do I recognize this
he
person?
looks at this guy, right? This humanoid who's acting suspiciously suspiciously stealthy. He's going out of his way to be noticed, for some reason. And he like looks at Aklo, pales, and then grabs your 2 gold. Go on ahead. Stay out of trouble.
Is he looking shifty or is he...
I don't know. I'm just gonna say he paled when he saw you.
Can I roll perception? Is this guy even a guard? Like, or is he just like someone that's like scamming us?
You
Like,
want to roll like insight?
yeah, insight. Okay,
Alright.
sure.
I'll pitch in on that.
Oh! Such insightfulness.
This guy's terrified.
I got 16.
That's
Three
weird.
All right,
terrified.
let's not
Keegan
cause
Out
and
of
any
my way,
Aklo,
Green.
he-
I say
yeah.
wait.
He's
Out of
he's
my
a
way,
real
Green.
guard. He just got scared for some reason.
I wonder why.
Because they know shadow elves are not to be trifled with.
They're very well known for
traitors.
stabbing in the back, apparently. But let's keep
He
going.
watches his back.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of like turns around and like he's trying not to, when it's like, oh yeah, there's cops behind us. Don't look, man. it's that's what's going on. Okay, so you guys make your way into Upper Midtown, and the people here, there are merchants, but they're much quieter, right? They're basically silent, the street stalls. Everyone is dressed up. There is zero evidence of any sort of conflict going on. At any part of the city. It smells wonderful here. There's light music going on in the background, but like it's yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Cafes on every corner.
What kind of music?
Light, soft acoustic lute picking with like accompanied
That's
with
my jam.
vocal accompaniment.
What genre?
It's just soft ambient would be the genre, right? Something that is in a certain key that just kind of that is progressive and doesn't really start or end. But it's just pleasing to have in the background and non-obtrusive.
I stop and listen.
You stop and listen.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So the people, the citizens of the city, start to kind of look at you oddly as you stop on their streets as they're going through their daily walks and everything. And then a guard comes up and he says, "Sir, you should keep walking."
We are.
All right, let's not cause any trouble. Let's keep going, guys. This is not the right time for social justice.
But the music, man, fine.
Shut up, fish boy. Let's go.
Fish boy?
Oh my.
Oops.
So you guys make your way to the edge of Upper Midtown and Uptown, and again you notice the step up in social stratification. Upper Midtown is kind of the Paris-esque, 3-story apartment townhome buildings, right? In Uptown, it is large gated estates, right? So everywhere, like there's wide streets and then just walls with large gates that lead into estates with lots of canopy cover, lots of trees and shrubs, and you can like as you pass. You haven't really passed into it yet, but like on the edges, you see that like they have tons of servants and stuff like that. And again, there's a little evidence of some sort of conflict going on that had went on in Uptown, but nothing significant. And yeah, as you make your way to the border, the street border, again you're stopped by guards. These are more finely dressed and groomed. They're groomed very well. They're like the guards between Midtown and Uptown. They were just normal. That was a normal guard. He had 5 o'clock shadow and a scent of booze. Right. These guards are like clean shaven, jacked. They speak in with noble airs, right? That last guy, he spoke in grunts. As you approach the border, these speak almost like superheroes. Superheroes. Halt there! Halt there! Who goes there?
Just a band of refugees trying to make it out of the city.
Turn back. Head to Midtown. Then into the merchant half and out through the west gate.
That'll add double the time on us to leave the city. We must go through. I'm a holy man, and I demand succor under the laws of Kaineros.
He spits at your feet and says, "Get out of here. Your kind, they've been driven from the city. Your
Who's you
monopoly."
talking about?
I'm one person. There's no one that looks like me.
Yeah, he's
are
half
you-
orc, half elf.
No, not. No, he's like.
He's
you're-
referring to the piety.
Exactly.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
I don't care about what you are. Well, I do. You damn priest.
I'm not racist or anything, but
And he's like, I care
Oh,
not for
what's
your
a
religion.
world?
Our city is cleaner without it. Now everyone can make the choice of who to believe in under our new great emperor, Juthwei Udinzo.
yes, great is he. May he reign for a long time.
How close does Aklo look like him?
I don't know. How close do you look like your brother, Aklo?
Potentially, like you might be able to mix us up from afar.
Undercover bosses, dude. Do the reveal.
The big
You
reveal.
know, if I'm caught here, like it's gonna be bad news.
We don't get. Wait, we can't talk about
Yeah, yeah.
it. Shut up.
Huddle up, boys.
So he's like,
In front of the guards.
turn back.
All right,
Turn
all
back.
right. I'll do this.
The people of this fine neighborhood do not want people such as yourself to sully their streets. Turn back.
Okay, I step up, and I come close to him, but not so close in like a threatening way. I don't want him to go
Mhm.
for his weapon or anything. And I'll take my hood off.
'Kay.
And
So he
show
steps
myself.
back.
Yeah, and I'm like, we are on a secret mission for Lord Udinzo. I recommend that you step aside, good sir.
Okay, roll deception. You get. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so he nods. There's a lot contributing to this. He nods. And he looks at his like partner. His partner kind of like nods. And they're like, "Well, I'm gonna have to escort you to."
There's no time, man. I start shaking him.
But people.
You have to let us by. This is of the utmost importance.
People are gonna ask questions, and if this is a secret mission, then you need an escort.
And do you want the Emperor asking you any question?
He's gonna be if people start asking questions. I don't understand.
We were never here.
But the people in the streets, they're gonna. There's no way
They're
you're
not
not
going to
gonna
see
be
us.
noticed.
They're not going to notice us. There's lots going on.
Oh, roll persuasion. Oh no, he shakes his head. He's like, I have to. It is my duty.
Any help here, guys?
I tried. They don't like me.
Let's
I
bring
think it's
'em.
best for me to shut the
Let's-
fuck up.
We should bring.
How is the guard situation here? Is there like guards every like how hard would it be to sneak in?
Difficult.
How hard would it be to ice these motherfuckers and get caught?
We probably could have done this
Somebody
underground.
should help Mark persuade them. Fuck, man.
Well, we just
Hey,
run
like,
to that baby
no,
bed.
I'm just gonna step in, right? And I'm gonna like undo my hood as well. I'm
Okay.
like a well-known, especially in the capital,
Oh yeah, you're
Nice.
noble.
right?
There we go.
Right? Yeah. That's like I think he'd be okay. I think people once they see us, they look the other way and they forget all about us.
Just
when
like
we
you.
pass through the gate.
He like.
Can we
looks-
intimidate him together?
No,
Well,
we're
no,
just
I
trying to
like
convince him.
that.
You can't convince.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. He's gonna grab he's like, wait here, and like walks out of sight for like a second, and then comes back with a blue tabard with a black owl on it, and he tosses it at Keegan. Here, kid.
It's a guest pass.
Yeah,
All right.
he's like,
I put it on.
Lord
I look like a
Keegan.
majestic city guard.
And
What was it?
It's a tabard, a city guard tabard.
it's like
I don't know what a tabard is.
like
Like
a
a blue
dress.
key code.
Think of it as like,
Yeah.
you know, like, do you remember those
you're
vests
so
that you
loud.
wore? Am I? Oh.
It's my fault. Continue.
So do you remember back in PE when you used to have to wear those like pinny vest things?
And my helmet? Yeah,
I guess. I don't know if it,
it was a joke.
it's just like
Yeah.
team colors, essentially. It's just
I
like
got
a
that, Edgar.
Only one for freaking.
So
All right. Thank you, soldier.
okay, he's like nods at you, Keegan, and then leans in to Aklo, and he's like, "For the Emperor,"
Oh, the Emperor.
and lets you guys in. And
And I turn
I
around
asked
like,
for
you
one.
never saw us.
I asked for one also.
You
in
asked
a
for one?
tunic. Yeah,
okay, so he gives you one too.
sweet.
The Oddworth compound is like right across the border, basically. It's like 50 to 100 meters in, and you make it there. There are posted guards in front of her gate. There's posted guards in front of every gate, basically. In like the various colors there's of the noble house they're associated with. Oddworth being green and
I asked our guard his name.
your guard. His
Our
name is
escort.
Keegan.
What? Oh, that other guy didn't come with us?
No,
then?
because Keegan was
No.
like, "It's cool. People know me,
Right.
right?" And then he's like, "All right, here you can be the escort then." So you guys make it to the gate. The guards look at you strangely. But they don't say anything.
You're damn right.
Alright, we go in.
All right. Yeah. Let's
Are
go
we
in.
just, like,
No,
kidnapping this
who
little
the hell
kid?
are you? They say. He's just gonna like walk to the gate and try to go in. You'd be like, "What the fuck
Yeah,
is this?"
it's like people wearing high vis vests, man. You gotta act like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah,
No,
man.
they
Uniform.
no, that's not how it works. That's like a serious breach of like conduct. And
Oh, is this like a
sorry, what?
like is this okay? Is this like a private home or something?
This
or
is
what?
like like a private home,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So
I thought,
like
okay,
Well,
I
these
thought
aren't
it was a
guards,
meeting
they're
place or
security.
something. Never mind.
Where
yeah.
is the palace located?
the palace is right here,
The Citadel.
Okay, yeah.
right? All in
well-
here, all of this, like all of that is where the nobles of Zleen, right, who function within the administration of the Citadel and the surrounding lands, right? Right, they like control the farmers and all like the fucking hunters and the masons and all the people out in the fucking land and like the little plots of land that are made useful, right? They have estates in here, little gated compounds, kind of like a suburb. This is very similar to a suburb, all fenced in, right? huge mansions, kind of like,
Like estates, right?
15, yeah, like estates. It's all gated estates, single, like for each noble house that has a position in this city, right? The Odrith family, theirs is located right here. You can see it's like 300 meters to more like 100, probably even less than that, like 75. I don't know. It's big. It's massive, right? And has tons of servants and guards associated with it, right? For Imperial guards to, like, law-wise, it like the Imperial guards have the right to enter any noble house they want, like, without the consent of the noble family. But it simply isn't done. It simply is not done.
We
Are
need a
these guys
warrant.
personal security,
All right.
or are
Like,
they also guards?
let's knock the door or something. Whatever. Let's ring the doorbell.
Are these guys Imperial guards, or
No,
are they
they're
personal
house
security?
guards. They're house guards for the
Yeah,
Odrith
okay.
family.
Yeah.
Personal.
So when you
Yeah,
try to, like, enter this, they're like, "What? Like, stop! Who are you? Why? Like, we see that you're Imperial, but
We're
like,
here
why are you
to
trying?"
see Wina Audrith.
Okay, see, now we're getting somewhere.
We were sent by General.
Okay.
What? Is that a?
Is that a, you need to know that? Fucking get her out here.
So one goes off for he's like the general.
The general, you know.
That general.
general,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
general.
No. Gotcha. And he, like, runs off to go get Wina, and he comes back
Okay,
10 minutes
before
later.
before they come back, I talked to the team. All right, remember Laurel White 13. You
Yeah.
put that in there.
Oh yeah.
Our
Oh
passcode.
yeah.
You know, someone
I
take
brought
point
you
of this. I don't want to see
13
something
white
stupid.
laurels.
So he comes back and he says that she's ready to see you guys. He opens the gate and leads you in. It's a windy, cobbled driveway, basically, with a landscaped yard. It's lots and lots of greenery, flowers, fruit trees, and other, like.
Was he? I'm gonna roll insight to see if he was suspicious when he said we're ready to.
Okay. Nah, he's cool. You have really good insight.
Thank you.
So he, like, leads you to a courtyard, and basically in this courtyard is a lady, kind of standing in front of her door, ready to receive you. Her estate is like a 3-story mansion, right? Four bedrooms on one side, 4 bedrooms on the other, kind of configuration. There is several different balconies, all constructed on the exterior of the building. And she kind of, like, nods her head at you and, like, waves from afar, and
We're like in a courtyard.
you're in the courtyard. She says, "Hello." She kind of, like, calls out, and her personal guard, he's like, "Oh, that's far enough. That's far enough." Right? And she's like, "Hello. The general sent you, did he?"
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Actually.
silly D'Angelo. Did he? What did he send you for? Oh, well, that's slightly
We were sent. We were sent for the
worrisome.
package.
That you were sent. Yes.
We were sent here to collect a package.
A package, indeed. And she,
Can
like,
I give her the
lifts
password?
her hand.
What was the password?
She just give her the what was the password? I give you the password, baby. She lifts her hand and, like, snaps her fingers, and then in perfect synchronization, all of the balcony doors fly open, and 3 crossbowmen step out on each balcony.
Oh no.
And there's about 20 to 30 of them arrayed
This
on.
is the end.
And she's like,
Get
"Now,
'em, boys.
how do you know about the package?
We
Don't fuck with
told
me,
you.
boys."
Didn't
general would
somebody's
have-
father send us?
I take my hood off and I
Yeah.
say my mother and father sent me.
The tell me
What's
the
your-
passwords.
13 White Laurel.
13.
She like chews her lip a few seconds, and then like kind of motions for the crossbowmen to lower their weapons, and they do. She motions for you to come inside. And so you guys go inside, and she leads you into like going inside. It's opulent. There's a huge kind of like lobby, with white and black, huge white and black flooring, large, wide, curving staircases leading up to the second and third floor, and then many doors on the first floor leading off into different areas of the building. She leads you through the central double doors, and that leads into a giant cylindrical room that is in the center of the building and goes through the entirety of the floors, punching clear into a glass dome that lets the natural light into this chamber. There's like a circular board table in the middle, and super high bookshelves that surround the perimeter of the room, with those ladders, right, that kind of rail along the edge of the bookshelves.
This is
So-
like a conservatory library.
Yeah, kinda. There's no telescope or anything like that present. Yeah. So she sits down at the table and kind of motions for you guys to sit down at the opposite end.
I will stand.
I sit down. Yeah.
All right. So Callie Keek stands and everyone else sits down.
Nice stand.
Oh,
Also.
Well, that's what I'm looking for, guys.
Also, I guess Little Nog is outside in somewhere. I handed him off to
yeah,
a
I don't
kennel
know,
master.
man. He's
You're still on him.
you definitely okay. Yeah, he's with the
He's
kennel
tied up
master.
outside.
He's tied up outside.
Sweet.
Um. So she
I will remain standing,
All
I
right.
think.
she motions for a servant to come close, and she like whispers in their ear, and then they walk off. So she looks at you and she's like, "The general sent you to get the package." She like shakes her head. "You guys don't look like you've seen any sort of actual." Well, she like points at Keegan. She's like, "I actually know that you've seen some service, but the rest
All our
of you-"
shit is like cut up and burnt, and like we've just been fighting
Yeah.
rock demons and fire
It looks like
creatures.
it looks like you've had your asses handed to you. You can barely stand,
Wait,
and you
shouldn't-
want
I should
me to give you the
The
package?
mercenary guy should be like in like brand new holy fucking plate fighter armor.
He didn't put that on.
No, we
Yeah, you
didn't put
did.
that on.
Yeah, you
No, I
did.
didn't. Yeah.
Oh.
Because I told you I wanted to get this checked out before I put this on in case it's like some like terrible
Locks
cursed
him
armor. yeah, yeah.
The Venom.
I
symbiote.
say to her that I am honor bound to protect this package with my life.
I don't care about your honor. I care about the ability, your ability to complete the task at hand. And you look like you've been put through the ringer, boy.
Dark elf armor is not really in high regard right now, right?
Depends on who you talk to. Some people, if they hated the Empire, they love shadow elves. If they love the Empire, shadow elves are evil. So
chick thinks.
yeah,
evil.
she's not too hot on you, Aklo.
Give me the boy. I shall train him in the arts of chineros and the scripture.
She looks at you and she
Tucked
says, "Who
away
said the
in the.
package was a boy?"
I assume
Yeah.
royal lineage.
My father did.
I slap him upside the head and I'm like, it's a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl.
Never mind.
Oh wait,
It's not the true heir.
I guess only me and Aklo.
Oh, we don't want it then.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
no girls allowed.
Okay, so she yeah, the servant comes back in, trailed by a old nursemaid who has a swaddled bundle, and the nursemaid comes and stands behind Wina, who is seated at the table.
I take a knee when royalty enters the room.
Oh, okay. When do you stand? Yeah, when like when the nursemaid comes to a halt, kind of deal.
Yeah, I pretty much just like have my head down on one knee, maybe my right hand over my heart kind of thing.
Okay.
Continue to stand guard.
Wait to be addressed, maybe.
I'm like sitting down on the sofa. I'm like, what the heck?
All
In
right.
your loincloth.
Yeah.
Um.
I totally got the Conan throne going on right now. Like, like my back all the way back, my arms on the armrest.
So
like...
Gabark, meteor dwarves. Like, can you visually tell them apart from indigenous dwarves?
Yeah, they're a little huskier.
The question.
What?
Tell the indigenous apart.
Like, what are the like the differentiating traits?
It's all sexual.
What's
so
the
it's two and two.
phenotype? What's the
They all look the same to us.
The haplogroup.
yeah, like how?
Yeah,
how,
why would she be able to tell?
Oh, I'm wondering.
Has
I'm
she
asking
met
you.
a meteor dwarf?
Yeah, she has.
What is his job?
The meteor dwarves. She's a noble in the court. She handles organization and you ask her like what she does.
Yeah.
She's like, I am a noble in the court of Zleen. I handle
A precious highborn.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm sorry what happened to your people.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't care. And I'm sorry what happened to your people back to back. Wow, that's
Want to talk about it, buddy?
Well, she's like, I don't have like anything to spare. I got my own issues, and it's not what you think.
Were we
being
supposed to
highborn.
give her a message from the general?
No,
We
just the passcodes and freaking. Now you're supposed to like get out and sync up with the general. Rendezvous.
look like
You have
you may not trust us, but you trust the general, and we are the best hope that you have of delivering the royalty to the general. We've
Yeah,
already
she's still
smuggled
looking
our
for
way
some
in,
sort of,
and
like-
smuggling our way out is not going to be a problem.
roll persuasion, Keegan. You get +4 because that's a pretty good argument.
I'm gonna cast bless on you. Or not bless, guidance.
Is it,
This
like,
glowing light
silent
appears.
when you do it?
No, it's a
I
little
like them.
fair.
Okay, so she like nods. I'm probably not gonna get another opportunity like this. It's all going to shit, and I can't afford to keep this thing here any longer. Well, this is
She just called
good as
your
any.
brother thing.
She's cold, man. She's a cold motherfucker.
She's not a thing. And I like go over and like pick up the baby.
She's not. You like tear her from the
The nursemaid.
nursemaid.
No, I'll like go and kind of put my hands out to like pick up the baby.
So like the nursemaid kind of just
And you
she's
met
like
the baby before,
stationary.
yeah?
She's like, what?
How long since you got banished?
6 months.
Yeah, so you
The
probably met
lowest
the baby.
amount of time.
Yeah. Hey, I'm also riding that.
Did she give me the baby?
She hesitates and like looks at Wina, and then Wina who is staring forward just kind of nods.
As soon as she looks at Wina, I like want to like really smooth, like sleight of hand, just kind of like scoop in and pick
Little
it up.
baby.
You're not gonna wait for. You're not gonna wait. You're just gonna go for
Okay,
it.
fine. I'll wait.
Okay, so you're
Does a
patient,
bit.
and it pays off. Your patience pays off because she hands you the baby.
How old is the baby looking?
Well, if it's swaddled, it's got to be pretty young.
I'm no expert on babies. I'm gonna say
Ain't no baby
Can it eat solid food?
yes. No, I don't know.
We need a wet maid.
it
with
is-
For
us.
all intents and purposes, it's easier to handle a baby for like a role playing situation.
Yeah. So it can
So
eat solid
it's
food.
like
Because
okay.
it's more of a football.
Yeah, exactly.
It can eat good berries.
It can eat
Yeah,
good
but-
berries
Oh
and
boy.
get yoked. So yeah, she's
I don't know, babies.
well.
All right, we'll be on our
I
way.
wish you the best of luck.
I like
Yeah,
keep it on my
bye.
back, like like wrapped up in a little baby Bjorn situation.
Okay. On your back, eh?
Front or back?
Right.
Might I suggest that I hold the baby?
Yeah, someone who doesn't
Yeah,
get
the lizard
stabbed all
man.
the time, you know.
Yeah, but I can get out of situations a lot faster.
No, you
No,
get
not
into
as fast
as I
situations. You
can.
don't get out of situations. Come on, you got the
No,
backwards.
there was that one time where he just ran off and started calling for his dad.
Oh yeah, I guess so
Yeah.
too. When you abandoned us, yeah, okay.
I'm just
I'm honor
saying.
bound to protect this baby.
I'm saying that if need be, I can transform and have almost twice as much speed as you.
Can you still hold the baby?
Yeah,
we can, like, drop
I'm
the-
gonna look at you, lizard man, and I'm gonna say this baby is my responsibility. I'm gonna hold on to it. For
I'm just
now.
merely suggesting the safest option for it.
Can you turn into a kangaroo? You put it in the little pouch.
That's great.
I do not believe I have treated a
Any-
kangaroo before. No.
Any idea what a kangaroo is?
None of us
1 second.
don't even understand how you do.
Yes, I know exactly what
Yeah.
a kangaroo is.
But they're in far off lands, so
I've never seen one, but I have read about them.
The concept of
A marsupial with a pouch. Yeah, I've seen. I know what
been
these
there, done
there was
that.
there was a traveler who went to far off lands and cataloged strange species, and people called him crazy and a liar, right? But
What was his name?
Crazy Jim.
Crazy
yes,
Land Jim.
Crazy Jim. So that so
Don't help him, guys.
so now you're not gonna question Wina Odrith about anything.
We're good mission boys.
All right.
She does her work. That's
Hey,
all.
we're gonna need some like money to keep the thing safe. Do you have any donations?
I
Like,
start.
but like, what proof do we have that this is the royal baby, other than like
Look
is,
at
gold
its
eyes.
eyes.
is
Yeah.
Okay,
that
are
is
we-
that-
What's his name?
That's the bloodline.
What's her
Okay.
name?
Uh,
Can we name it?
yeah, but like out of
Caligula.
character, you guys can name it. Don't do that, Matt.
So we're still here. then?
Caligula.
We're still here. Are we staying here? Are we gonna keep questioning her? I'm talking to the boys right now.
This
Are we
seems
gonna
like a-
keep questioning her? Or are we gonna go on the mission?
What do we have to question her about?
Yeah, let's just get the fuck out of
Exactly.
here.
Let's
Alright.
Yeah,
leave.
let's go.
All right.
Okay.
It's not like she has information about what the hell happened here, but
The nobles did a bad job protecting the city. We know.
all right. So you guys leave.
We don't need her inefficient ass.
Do they give
helping
us like baby supplies?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
The nursemaid does.
Okay.
It's like how take this and take that, and she like
Take one of these.
writes you a page, like it's just this one.
I
a
know
single
how to
page.
do
I read the
this.
goddamn instruction manual,
Exactly.
baby.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way out and make your way to the gate, and there are guards there, and they let you through.
Nice.
Well, we should have
They,
asked for
they
like, a
look at
ride
you
out of
and
there.
they're
Wait,
like,
guys, should we have asked for horses?
We should have asked for a
We
ride
have
out.
horses.
Our
We
horses
don't.
are outside. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, you
but
guys left
they've been like
outside.
tied to a fucking
They've
like
been
some
grazing.
sewer for 2 days.
They've been grazing.
That'd be fine. Yeah.
so as you guys make it to the gate, the guards like look at you and they're like, ah, get the hell out.
I keep the baby kind of under my cloak.
Like
Yeah.
a gun holster.
Pew pew pew. And they
In my
they kinda
bandolier.
shuttle you guys out, and then you make your way to the little cosp of trees that you tied your horses at, and it's kind of dark. Sun's going down. Sun's getting real low.
We gotta go. We can't stay. Let's go to the city.
We are supposed to go meet up with the general.
The general.
He will be nearby. Did he not say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be marching here.
All right. Wasn't he marching?
We
away
still
from-
have technically a day and a half, I guess, or I guess
Well,
one.
we gave
more-
him. I gave him bogus spots on the map. I don't
Yes,
know.
but he pointed out a different location to rendezvous with him.
Oh yeah. Okay. What time of day is it?
Getting to the night.
It's dusk.
All right,
Sun's
we should
going
head
down.
to the rendezvous.
How far away is where the general's meeting place was?
Couple kilometers.
Oh, let's ride.
Tonight we ride.
We ride.
We could walk that. I mean, yes, let's go get our horses and go to the rendezvous.
No, we
Yeah,
we came
All
out
my
of the hole
buildings
where
there,
the
too.
horses were.
And
Yeah,
if
what?
we have
No, I
time,
didn't. We came out of Westgate.
At this point, Edgar, Gabark, you realize that you forgot Little Nog.
Fuck off. No way.
No, I'm kidding.
Roll
I'm
He's
just
on
history.
someone's
Roll
dinner table
history.
now.
No. I'm just joshing.
I pointed out to him.
He worked so hard. So you guys are heading off to the rendezvous point.
Good joke, by the way. I really like it.
Oh no. Roll perception.
Can I cast bless on myself before?
Wait, I feel like
doesn't
I'm going to
matter.
need to notice something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, aren't we like scouting around while we're making our way?
So how many days has it been since you guys got here?
3.
Like,
A
two?
day,
This would be the
just
third
one.
day.
It's be the third day.
Well, we spent one night in that safe
Getting
house. so-
lost.
We got here. We went to
Alright.
the Citadel. We spent one night in Lowtown.
Yeah, but we got
Went to
lost for like a
Jacob.
whole day outside.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that sucked.
So
So 3 days since we saw the general last.
Yeah.
So as you guys get closer, Callie, you notice a red glow.
I stop the group and I tell them I'm going to go check it out. I turn into a spider and
Spider?
I approach with stealth.
That's all you say. You don't tell us where to look or nothing.
Oh yeah, obviously I fucking.
No, not
no,
obvious.
no chess rules.
Not
Moving on. So you turn into a
obvious.
spider and you're off in the night.
So he's like,
Some
so
so
fucking.
he
Wait,
just told us
what
to
the
stop
fuck
and
just
turn into a
happened?
spider. And
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
roll stealth.
Hold on, it's a little. I'll roll it through this. 1 second.
Sha, 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 sha. I'll
Why
roll
did
it
you turn
through
into like a
this.
bird
Let me cast a spell
Oh,
first.
fuck.
or a
Stop
bat?
shouting into your goddamn mic.
Sorry, I'm leaning forward. I'm gonna cast a spell first.
Pass without trace. I hope you got your sprig of mistletoe.
well, focus can replace it.
I'm kidding. I'm just giving
Yeah,
a hard time.
So there you go. That's my.
Oh wow.
So then you're gonna let him tell us what he's doing too, right?
No.
But you're gonna let him cast a spell before he turns
Sure.
into an
Yeah.
animal?
No. Well, fine. I'm such a weak DM. I'm can't believe it.
We love it.
Thank you. No. I would have just said, whoa, wait up. And I pointed.
Yeah,
to the
you
thing.
would have. Sure, you didn't even think of doing it
Yeah,
the first time.
I did. I said,
Yeah,
wait
he
here.
definitely said wait here.
Yeah, but you didn't point out nothing or tell us what you were doing.
I just think it's pretty obvious. He's running off into the night.
He just cares about you. That's
yeah,
why he's saying
I'm
these
done
things.
with you guys. I'm fucking ghosting.
The last time we ever saw him.
Also, don't
and
move.
he was never seen again.
Okay, so you're gonna go explore, figure it out.
Yeah, I want to scout out this red glow.
Okay, so you're scouting forward. You walk for about 20 minutes, and then you kind of like come up on this like
Scuttle.
rolling hill, scuttle, and through your 8 eyes, you see before you this night battle going on. It looks like the general's people set up camp, and it looks like they're being raided and routed right now.
Oh shit! How bad does it look at an immediate glance?
They're outnumbered.
They're outnumbered.
Yeah. And it's
By
like
what?
By Imperial troops. Well, no, not really. They're like armored
They're
in
Imperial
the
troops.
exact same way, but now they have the blue and black tabards of Udinzo.
All right, I'm gonna drop this current issue of this current iteration of spider form. I'm gonna cast Moonglow, but I'm gonna make it bright, like a brighter, like a noticeable. Hopefully, they can determine that is a signal, and then I'm going to transform back into a spider, and I'm going to go back into stealth.
You're just gonna cast Moonglow.
What is
in a
Moonglow?
more it'll be a 40-foot beam of like light, essentially.
Okay, it's just light.
Yes, hopefully.
It's like the bat signal.
Yes, it's a 40-foot column of light.
No, you can't. He's off. Wait here, guys. Light.
Yeah, all of a sudden you see my Moonglow spell go off.
Okay.
Can anyone see that?
Everyone can see it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, right.
Where does it come from?
It comes from 100 feet away from me.
Okay.
But I targeted essentially where they can easily see it.
Who's they?
The group.
The group. So the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm going to transform back into a spider.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move the beam into the fight. So hopefully that'll direct them.
Wait. Is there a fucking column of soldiers in your
Moonbeam. You're gonna just start interacting with this large scale
battle.
Yes.
How far away are we?
How far
You're
away
like
were we when
20 minutes of walking away?
Oh, really? It was that
I
long?
said you scouted for like 20 minutes.
Okay, well then that would have changed what I would have done then. Because I don't like they think they can
Was that
see.
lightning?
I thought it was like just over the ridge because we saw this dim glow.
It'd be like
We're all
there's a
just sitting in the
huge
view,
fire.
like-
All their tents are on fire and shit.
So you're basically the
So
general's
babies,
camp is
eh?
destroyed, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
So
we can't act on any of that until he comes back and tells us.
Okay, so you make your moonbeam. We're gonna.
Yeah.
That's
Is
where we
he
are.
doing that then?
Yes, he's made his moonbeam.
Do we see it?
That's what we'll name the baby.
How high is it?
40 feet.
40 feet?
Yeah.
You don't really see it, guys.
It's too far.
You just see the freaking glow.
Well, we're all on alert, right? Can I
You
roll
are.
a perception check to
Sure.
see if I see?
I could see 120 feet in the dark.
You don't see it, Gabber. 120 feet? He's
He's
probably
No,
actually, like 20 minutes of walking. He's probably like a kilometer
Wow.
away.
That's a slow walk.
It is, but it's like through grass
And it was
not,
a
and
spider
working your
walk.
way in the dark through like fields and hills. It would
Well,
take-
he can see in the dark too.
Okay.
Can I deduce that the glowing fire that can't be burned down?
We all got pretty low perception there, bud.
Deacon, please notice this.
He didn't point it out. I guess I retcon that. So yes. I think it's pretty fucking obvious.
If we can see the red glow, we can probably see the moon glow. So we should just.
No, it's
I
Are
don't
we
know, I
gonna
guess-
go attack?
Hold on, let's talk about it, boys. Let's play the
Deacon,
scene.
roll perception for me, please.
Well, I start feeding the baby.
What do you feed the baby?
Baby food,
They gave
Oh,
you.
obviously.
They gave you
Pickled
baby food.
pickled fish.
Pickled fish. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Tiny little mason jars of baby food,
Habanero
like 60
jam.
of them.
Habanero jam.
James,
So-
roll a perception for me, please.
Roll a perception for you.
James, 'cause he hasn't
Okay.
rolled yet.
Okay, sure. I'll roll a perception.
Yes. None of them
God
freaking
damn
see.
I
Well-
thought I just couldn't see because I don't have dark vision.
Can you just run back to us?
I don't know that you didn't notice it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
you know
funny.
you're attacking a column of soldiers.
Yep. And I know that the general needs help right now.
The general's doomed.
Yeah, but you know what? We're not having this conversation right now.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
true.
That's why it's like,
Okay.
fuck.
So you.
None of us saw it.
That's
Okay.
so funny.
You move your moonbeam into like the fucking troops, Corey. Okay, you guys.
but
Okay,
I'm
done with Corey.
maintaining
Done with
stealth.
Corey. Freaking.
Maintaining stealth in the spider form.
Okay, so you just start ripping your moonbeam around.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. It's been like a half hour.
And it's
Or
like
it's
dark
been like
now.
it's been 20 minutes. What are you guys
Okay,
doing?
he's been gone for a long time. Let's go find him.
I don't know.
He
said-
when
he
you
said
lose
wait
somebody,
here.
Can we
Yeah.
smell burning? Like, does it smell like a camp
Our-
being
and-
burned to the ground?
But again, that's part of perception, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're kind of far away, right?
yeah, I guess we
Wind's
like
could
blowing
20
the
go
other,
minutes and
wind's
open the
blowing
range and-
the other way.
Yeah.
I vote that we just like set up camp because it's getting late. And he told us to
Oh
wait here.
man. Seconded.
Wait, we're
Hey,
gonna
while we're here,
make
let's
camp before we
identify these
find them. I'm
magic
gonna go find them.
How's he gonna find? Okay, when two people lose
It's
each
the
other,
middle of the
one
night.
of them
We're
has
in
to
the
stay
fucking woods.
in the place they
like-
were last.
Yeah.
Well,
Staying in
definitely not
character,
me.
I would stay here.
I can definitely not see in night. I'm just a mere human.
You do have a magic glowing sword now.
So everyone can see me, but I
Yeah.
can't.
Be like that. Yeah.
That's really funny.
I mean, I get it. It's very useful, like when we're like in a dungeon or something. But outside, it just like
It makes you a target.
it just makes me a target.
Isn't that what you kind of want to be as a tank?
Yeah, I guess so, but not
Not
like
call
when
them
we're trying to
soldiers.
smuggle a
Not the-
baby out.
Yeah, not with surprise round.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I guess we're
Setting
setting
up camp.
Okay, so you guys set up camp. Corey, you
Yes.
move your moonbeam in. You start chipping away, doing what you can against the enemy units. You work like this.
I'm also going to try to stay within 120 feet of the moonbeam, and I'm going to try to scuttle my way in to see if I can find the general. Stealthfully.
As a giant spider.
As a stealthy giant spider
Okay.
in the dark.
Okay.
Why don't you turn into like a rat and like hide in a bush?
Yeah. Or a
'Cause
bird
rats
would
are
probably be better.
Like a hawk.
Rats don't have as wait 1 second.
Rats can't see that far, I guess.
And they have
That
tiny
and
little
rats
feet.
don't have as much stealth as my giant spider.
It takes them like a day to get there.
Yeah, rats don't have actually any stealth. That's odd. Well, my giant spider has a +7.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
$30.
How the fuck did I
Yeah, how'd
roll
you
a
get a
30?
Jesus Christ.
I think it has
How is that
something
even
to do
possible?
with the exclamation marks in your.
I'm using the advanced roller.
Well,
There you don't. Okay, I guess ignore the 30. I guess I crit.
How is that even?
it's
It's
not-
not,
Yeah,
even,
that's not
it's not even
possible.
showing what you roll
It's
Yeah.
not.
when you hover
Yeah,
over
some
it.
cheater dice you got there.
Yeah, it's
Why
some
did
fucking
you-
don't
bullshit.
use that. Do not
It's
use
like
the
loaded
advanced
dice.
roller.
Yeah, Oh, okay. Never mind. Hold on.
Oh my
it's-
god.
For some odd reason, it has exploding dice on. So I think I crit, and then I rolled another 10 on top of that.
Okay, well, roll it properly.
I did 15, so it's 22.
Okay.
So how long has it been?
I would just
now?
give him the crit. If I was God.
Okay. So you begin working your way into this battle. There are people you've served with for the past 6 months fighting. They're trying to rally up and rank up, and like find their buddies and fight back to back. As they're being swarmed with medium to light infantry that are fighting with a kind of feral ferocity. And you make your way through the but you're cutting through their ranks with your moonbeams, and a few other spellcasters in the general's retinue are also using their spells. But there are spellcasters, in the attacking ranks.
Opposing.
Yeah. Give me a dexterity saving throw. A 5-foot wide blast of lightning comes from the sky. A man appears out of nowhere, pointing his finger in your general direction. It seems like he's tracking you somehow. And fires. You
11.
have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
14.
So you take.
1 quadrillion damage.
It's gonna be a lot.
And we never saw him again.
I'm sorry,
didn't
I
get
didn't
to
know
say
you guys
goodbye.
were sitting there picking your fucking noses instead of
We
looking
said
out
wait
things
here.
on the side.
We have no idea. Like,
Yeah. We're good
I'm just cooking a
soldiers, boy.
steak right now.
You take 16 damage.
Okay.
But it like barely misses you. You get singed with the outer edges of it as you kind of hop
And
out of
still
the way
take 16.
and still take 16.
Okay.
Oh, that's
The,
half damage, I guess.
The wizard, or the spellcaster, I should say.
The thing.
In the sky, he's a human. He's a bald human with facial tattoos, wearing like a long flowing red robe embroidered with various runes, and the tip of his finger is smoking.
Would that mean anything in the military structure? Red robes?
No, but like he just looks like
Does he have
spellcasters
any
have
kind of
have
insignia?
looser standards than the rest of the military, so it's hard to, unless they're like into the military, they're not going to like really dress up like the military. But do you know what I'm saying? Like
No.
It's
okay,
like
so
they're like special forces that can kind of like gear out.
yeah,
So
they
much,
don't
right?
they like this guy.
Like a detective of military.
no, I
Like special force,
Civilian
like a
clothing?
special
No.
unit that is given leeway for their strength.
exactly. Thank you.
Give me 2 seconds to double check something.
All right.
Last time I forgot to do concentration checks, so I'm gonna do that this time.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
All right, so I go to sleep.
Okay.
I have first
I take
watch.
first watch.
Okay. How long has it been since he's left us now?
An hour.
An
No,
hour?
more like half hour. And you guys are just finishing
And he
setting up
pointed
camp.
in the general direction of where he went.
He went off in the direction you guys were heading.
Fuck. Okay, I dropped a spell. I dropped a moonbeam.
Drop the moonbeam. Okay.
How do you determine the DC for that?
It is 10 plus half the damage you take.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, that's a lot.
That's
That
it's good.
sucks.
That's how we play. That's how we're playing, boys. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, I had to roll a 14.
Oh, if someone was there helping you. with your concentration.
Oh, bless.
Concentrate.
Yeah.
Concentrate harder.
Well,
Okay.
sorry, I can't transform into a spider.
So what are you doing, Corey?
I'm
This
gonna.
guy.
How
This
far
guy.
away from it? How far away from me is he?
He is like 90 feet away.
I am going to move towards him 30 feet, and then
He's
I'm going to hit him
flying.
with my web. Hit him with my web still.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, 10 to hit AC.
You miss.
Yeah, figured. All right, his turn.
I really like that guy. Guess our constant supply of food's gone.
Glad he doesn't have the baby.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
You were right all along.
that's hilarious.
Okay, give me another dexterity saving throw.
$23. You can see them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's making sure.
Yeah. 13 damage. Same thing, and he laughs maniacally.
All right. Well, that drops me out of the spider form.
He like sees that and calls to his friends,
Get him,
fellow
bud.
fellow spellcasters.
How many hit points do you have left?
28.
Transform again.
Yeah.
It's something that can fly back to us.
Get sniped as a 10 HP bird.
Okay, so what are you gonna do, Corey?
Give me 1 second.
Why get out of it? You should have took me with you, man. I have.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think it was
I
going to
guess,
be a battle that was so desperate.
I
guess
have
we're gonna-
I have no idea why you decided to fight this.
Because my general, and the men I have attachment to are in dire straits.
Okay, it's very shonen.
That's legit. Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
I would have done the same. So
Good thing
Is
you were
there
able to
a
escape
group
my
of allies nearby
campfire.
that I can,
good thing I don't have
can
night vision.
regroup with?
How long has it been now?
You're gonna
Is
bring
there a
it back
group
to
of
us?
allies nearby that I can regroup with?
You can try. There, yeah, I guess. But
Because I have really pretty much nothing. That fucking wizard fucked my shit.
they're quite far off still. This is
Right, but don't leave
yeah,
it back
your
to
forces
here.
are being overwhelmed and run down.
Can you see the general at all?
Like
Any sign? Yeah, any sign of the
100
general?
feet away, they're like 120 feet away. There's the general and one of the spellcasters of the Fort Frontier.
I make a beeline for him.
Okay.
Do you have like sending or something?
Hmm?
Do you have sending?
No.
Do you have any kind of communication spells?
yeah,
Nope.
he used the moonbeam and we didn't see it.
Okay.
Boys, we don't want to get involved in this. Like, we got a prince to protect or princess to protect. We don't.
You
One
can't be
lizard
having
man.
this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
like I
thinking
said, I make a
of
beeline
everything.
for the general.
Okay, so you beeline to the general. How fast do you move?
60 feet.
So you like use your movement and your action, and
I
the
dash.
spellcaster recognizes that form of yours, and they don't blow you up. And they're like casting their freaking fireballs and acid sprays off in various directions. It's like that scene on the Doom cover where like they're being overwhelmed
Yeah.
on a slight high ground, right? And you crawl up
Yeah,
there with
that's
the
sick.
and okay, so you get there, and then the guy who hits you, he like flies closer, and two more people, like a lady, and these are all like royal casters from the Magos Spire. Um,
What does
this
that mean? What's Mago Spy?
it's a
Mage's Guild.
yeah, location in the, it's like this giant magical guild for the
Oh
yeah right.
shit! I should have looked at the map.
So and another spellcaster, they're all flying, and they're going to blow you up.
Alrighty, do it.
So they all three of them cast Flame Strike on the general,
Oh,
and one casts on you actually. So it's just like three massive columns of fire erupt from that point, and you need to make a 3 dexterity saving throws.
Oof.
Okay.
can we not hear this?
No, because that's part of perception, right?
You can roll perception again if you want, but it's been long
Yeah,
enough.
I'm very worried about our companion.
Yeah. How long has it been?
It's been like every round is 6 seconds.
Yeah, so like
Not long.
it's still half an hour.
Oh, right. Okay.
At this point, it's not going past a half hour.
We're like roasting marshmallows, and he's getting roasted by fireballs.
Can I roll
We're using that,
insight
like,
to be like, hey, something feels weird and off about this
So
where's our good berries? Come on.
Urduth,
behavior? Yeah.
you hear everyone who's up right now.
I'm on first watch.
Okay.
so-
Me
Yeah,
too.
I can't fall asleep. I'm just like,
Alright, so like everyone hears this and feels through the ground a rumble, like a
earthquake.
Shut up, yo. What's the
Corey,
baby?
you take 48 damage.
Okay, I
You're
am
dead.
unconscious but not dead.
Wow.
So, I guess we hear it. What do you want, boys? What do we do? We gotta get out of here.
We have to protect the child at all costs. I don't particularly want to get into a fight.
I can go and try and find Doofus McGavin.
Yeah, you find a friend, and then we'll have to.
Okay,
'Cause
I
we
set
don't
out
know
on
if there's
foot.
we don't know there's a big
No,
battle.
no.
yet.
Take one of the horses.
we just heard
No,
a
no,
quake.
no, no, no.
You're right.
Keep the horses here.
Take one. We have.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself when I get closer to whatever's going on.
But again, you're 20 minutes away.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Okay.
I
But,
set out on foot.
So you're just like I'm doing this, and then you walk off into
Yeah.
in the okay. So
I
This is
feel
how
like-
horror movies
Okay,
start,
Mark.
man.
Mark, if you're gonna run off into the darkness, you're not taking the baby.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
That was Matt.
Oh, that was Matt.
Can we set up a rendezvous point that we can meet up
Just
at
stay
dawn?
here. If I'm not back in 2 hours, meet me. I'll meet you at the town, the last town before we got here.
Okay,
With
okay.
what's his face's dad's house, the Baron's dad's house.
He's dead. Yeah. Okay.
What?
could
That
just-
makes
I mean,
sense, right?
why
If
don't
I'm
we
not
just-
back in 2 hours?
If you're not back here in 2 hours, then why don't we pack up and leave when the sun comes up?
Yeah.
Because if I don't come back in 2 hours, something's gonna read.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't keep my mouth shut.
This is like a horror film, you know? Like one of us are disappearing. We're like disappearing like one at a time. Like
Yeah,
there's
that
like
doesn't
there's like a
feel right.
slasher in the woods, you know? Like there's just like
All right.
Alright, I set off.
You set off. You go through the forest. Walking your way. You make your way out into. It's like from that cusp of trees kind of deal, right? And
Yeah.
I guess you were a little farther from that. So either way, it was more rolling hills now, and you hear the sounds of a dying battle.
Oh,
Right?
I cast bless on him before he left.
Oh, fine.
Yay!
Well, that's only lasts like a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's gone.
Oh wait.
It's gone.
Fine.
Well, I don't know how far you had to go.
So
It's nice to bless your friend before he walks into the woods by himself.
I like it.
I can see perfectly at night
Okay, so as you see,
for like 120 feet.
as you get closer, that glow becomes like a serious light, right? In your low light vision, and you become
Devil's sight.
devil sight. You kind of peek a crest and see the remains of a battle coming to an end. A lot of people being kind of rounded up and marched off, and columns of soldiers reforming and marching off towards the city.
Do I
Are
see
they collecting the wound?
my buddy?
Roll perception
Oh man, I'm so bad at perception.
or investigate. Give me both.
Of course. Six.
Oh, God.
But oh yeah, no. 7. And then investigate.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the one, boys.
Oh.
Okay, so you wait until like you wait, right? You watch everyone leave, and it's quiet. The birds, like the owls. I guess do owls?
How long
eat
does it
carrion?
take for them to leave?
Probably like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. That's funny. Yeah, Aklo. Owls proud creatures that don't eat roadkill.
So it's been about like an hour in game
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And then you spend like 20 minutes searching the field, and you find lots of dead friends because you've been at this
Jeremiah!
frontier. Exactly.
Anthony!
This has been a
Exact-
tough day for
Steven
her, dude.
Murder!
Right? Just you going and like just everyone just fucking dead.
I will
Um,
kill every last dark elf I find.
And
except for Aklo.
he's cool. You come across the body of Kelly Keek next to,
Kelly Kick!
and you like go down on your knees and you pick him up and you give him a shake, and
Kelly!
as you like shake him, this like layer of blackened ash kind of just like crumbles off of him,
My
right?
boy!
And it's just like it's exposing patches of liquefied flesh that's just oozing this pink
What have they
liquid,
done to my boy?
right? And then he like breathes in, and his eyes snap open. You make eye contact.
Can
The
he move?
body of he can't move.
So he got all his death saves.
He was unconscious. He said.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean like? What does that mean? Where does that? Should we have rolled for that, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Did
Did
you
we?
roll each of your saves?
We rolled the first one. Oh, I see.
There we go.
Okay,
Boom,
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 boom, diggity. Interesting. Yeah, he rolled them.
Okay, cool.
So he's fine. Neat.
Failed the first one. I rolled 1 in secrecy, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. And it was like
No. It's all chicken out.
My pure fucking willpower.
I would have loved to see it, but whatever.
I only rolled a 5.
So he's
and then I
like fucking
rolled-
dead, basically, right?
Yeah,
You
No,
stabilized.
I stabilized myself.
he's stabilized, but like he's not. You're
He's like, got, like
Not getting any
missing
healthier.
muscles
you
and
have
shit.
you have like cataclysmic traumatic wounds right now, Corey.
Do I have to like try medicine him?
No,
No,
because
he's
he's stabilized.
stable. He's stable.
Yeah, I
Okay.
stabilized myself after like
Can he
a
walk?
minute
Like how
after.
is he? Or is he like fucked?
No,
Like,
I
how
am-
far?
Even if you
I am unconscious.
Fuck.
It was
Well,
more like you put your head to my chest and you heard that my heart was still beating.
I'm gonna look
you
for some
definitely
water.
did the gasp. You definitely did the intake of air.
I gotta
Alright,
look
how
for
much
some
time has
water?
passed then? It took him a
It's
half hour
about
to get there.
it's about an hour and 20.
An hour and 20. Okay.
So if I have to carry this guy back, I'm not gonna get there on time for when they leave.
All right.
And we'll fucking leave.
Wow, we lost 2 friends today.
So funny.
So I gotta like bandage him up the best I can, get him some water, look for a
Okay.
horse.
Okay. Roll survival, or which one's better? Investigate or survival?
Survival.
Investigate.
Okay, roll survival. Boom. So you find a horse. It's in the remnants of the battle.
That's a 19.
No. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
my
That makes sense.
talisman.
It's not
Well,
proficient.
even with a 16.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
just mean it should be
just to make
better.
sure you're
I like it.
the way
So you find a
the way
better
your
horse.
talisman works is that you only add the D4 to stuff you're not proficient with.
He's not
He
proficient in
knows.
survival.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
just making sure.
All
Because
right.
you seem to be adding it to everything.
You
No,
don't
I'm-
get very many proficiencies in
I don't get it on
skills.
perception, or religion, or intimidation, or arcana.
Okay.
So, you strap him to the horse.
Alright,
do
and
you,
then
do you
I-
try to ride it or you walk it?
I'm gonna try and ride it.
Okay, so you get on the horse, and
I immediately fall off.
it's not liking it.
It's not liking
It's
it.
it's walking, but it's like going real slow, and it's,
Okay,
it's
okay,
picking
okay, I
its
got
way in
off.
the dark and snorting. You get off.
Isn't
So-
it morning?
No, it's
No.
like
Oh.
midnight now. Like,
Okay,
in
well
the-
I guess I'll just bring him to a tree
It's probably
and
a
like
little
set
less
him
than
down
midnight.
to the side of a tree and go to let him sleep till morning.
After this scene, can we like take like 5 minutes? Just gotta let my dogs out.
Yeah.
Me too.
You're not gonna try to make it back
Well, how fast the horse is moving?
It's
as
with you
fast
on it.
as you
fuck it.
walk.
Okay, 30
Okay.
feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah, you got there in about half hour.
10 minutes to spare.
Okay, I'll try and make it back. I just thought carrying. I guess since I got the horse. Okay, I'll try and go back.
So you guys are waiting. You're waiting for Verduth, and 2 hours pass, and you begin packing up. And it takes you about 10-15 minutes to pack up, and as soon as the last pot goes away, Verduth shows up with an extra horse. And Kelly
Aid, Kelly, or what's your name? Gatbark, quick! Gatbark,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
over here!
I heal him for whatever.
for whatever. Okay, break.
Wait, how much did you heal me for?
Dude, we'll take a long rest after. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, but you magically heal him, right?
Yeah, I did magically. I didn't use all health pots. Alright, I'll be back.
I'm back.
What's up?
Did anyone else go off for a break?
I did. I'm back though.
I think Edgar was letting his dog out.
Yeah, I'll be right back and go to the washroom.
That was so epic.
What?
Just what happened.
Going together?
Like that was actually a really cool scene that I think would be super cool to be like depicted in a graphic novel or something like that, or like an anime. Like this like lizard man going through the forest and he like sees his like friends horribly outnumbered by this like vastly like superior force, and then it's like fuck it and just like turns into a spider and starts like casting magic and like being a badass and fighting against like hopeless odds, and then like enemy spellcasters come up and they start like blowing him up, but he just like, yeah, I just gotta fight with my friends. I just gotta go with my friends, and then everything will be okay. And then he like makes it to his friends, and then he just gets blown up like completely, but survives by the hair of his freaking, just by a hair, basically. and
Yeah,
then and then
but he
his friend
survives.
shows up, right?
Like rides in and
it's
like
very
or just
shonen. It's like I'd be like, oh my god, I love this. This is so cool.
A critic could be like, "Oh, plot armor saved the
Of
lizard."
course, I'm avoiding that word so hard, but I don't care. I don't care. That was so shonen.
Why did you actually
You should
negate some
get.
of
You
that
should.
damage?
I'll give you an inspiration die for that.
Me?
No, Corey.
Oh,
What? Do you want one too?
yeah, that's part of it.
It's not the same.
Right,
not
but
the
next time
same.
I'll leave him to die.
I would have been fine. I would have regained consciousness after 8 hours.
And been lost in the fucking wilderness for months
He's
trying to
a
find them.
druid.
Yeah, I would
he's
have.
not lost. That's his home.
Actually, it would have taken quite a bit, but
What would have?
nothing for me to wake up. It would have been like probably like 16 hours of unconsciousness.
Have you ever watched that movie Fury?
Like the tank movie?
Yeah, I watched that. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Liked it.
There's a part where they talk about how they had to walk around a battlefield that was over and just kill everyone on the ground by like.
They didn't do that this time.
corpses.
I was
Lucky
honestly
you.
ready to be taken prisoner.
I would have, if that happened, I would have made you make a new character.
Nah, man, I would have broke out. They can't keep me chained.
Yeah, that
Turn
character
I
into a
just-
probably
spider.
would've, but he's not part of the
Sure.
story no more.
Yeah,
Spider.
exactly. I would have asked you to make a new character.
That was cool as shit.
What?
Everything that just happened. It was really funny though. Circumstances of well,
Right? Oh, I expected my friends to fucking see my message, but they were all apparently.
What message?
Okay, you take
Yeah, what
minus
message?
1 to your charisma, Corey, because you're horribly scarred. Only in like social situations.
So just charisma
Magical
checks.
healing doesn't fix that.
Sorry, nope, because it was magical scarring.
Magical wounds.
Okay.
So I'm at 9 charisma now.
Just the modifier, not your actual
Cool.
charisma score, but
So
like
-1 to
in
charisma checks.
socials, yes, in like to charisma
Oh,
checks.
for charisma saves.
Yes,
What about
but
his
it
casting
will not.
ability?
No, it's not. It's not going to affect your casting ability, but just like
No, it wouldn't.
social saves.
It should give him
But-
+1 for
looks like
intimidation
a
because he's so badass.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I just took the 1 hit to
All
charisma
right.
to the stat because I don't cast with it.
You,
so.
Okay, that works.
Is it because he has like a melted face now, or what?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
Hold on, I
melted man.
actually there is an
Is he like
alternative.
Two-Face?
I'm gonna make a new model.
there's
Okay.
there's no restoration spells that we can cast on him. Like
Maybe.
Not yet.
level 5. All right.
Alright, so I guess we fucking sleep and get on the road, right?
You gonna,
Just get on the road
you
now.
gonna-
Cause
No, wait. No, I need some questions answered. Like, what happened there? Like, what's
we
going
gotta
on?
wait actually for is Mark.
Oh, is he still unconscious? Or is
He's getting some water or something. He's back.
No, I'm here.
He's back, baby.
Oh
I
yeah.
never left.
So now you're conscious, right, Corey?
Has
You
it
are
been-
barely like No, you're not conscious. You're not conscious.
Yeah.
What did you do to him, Erduth?
I didn't do shit! The battle! The general! He's dead! Everybody's dead! Gemini, Gemino, Gemini! They're all dead!
Gemino's not. dead.
Jebido.
Jebido's never
Corey,
dead.
get out of the scene.
Gemini, you other Gemino, not the creepy one. The cool
Oh,
one!
The other
Cool
Jebido,
Jebido.
not the cool Jebido.
Were there any survivors?
No, just. Well, I don't know. I only really checked.
There were survivors. You saw
Charlie
a lot of
Keek.
people. You saw a lot of people, like taken as prisoners, and being carted
Oh
off
yeah,
as
prisoners, but
as like.
no one left on the ground.
Did the general have any last words?
No, I didn't hear him. He was dead when I got there.
Do we go back to the garrison?
Nah, I don't think we should.
Yeah, probably not.
It's a safe place to hide the baby.
Yeah, but what if that army's just fucking going down, wiping out all resistance?
We're talking about Keegan's dad's place.
No, I'm not involving my family in this.
What are you talking about? You're not involving your family in this. This is for the realm. It's gonna affect anybody no matter what.
Yeah, no, they're not involved in this. This is we're gonna have to
the
deal with
the whole empire is involved in
Yeah.
this.
What are you talking about? They're gonna have to pick a side.
They
They
have
got people
chosen
that are-
they have chosen a side, and
And who cares about the NPCs' feeling?
my father will never betray the empire.
That makes me sick.
Well, first priority is protecting the babe, so we should just relocate camp, and then at dawn.
We're
make
gonna
our-
raise this like barbarian wood child. Is this what's gonna happen?
No,
Like-
Yeah, we're just gonna go in the woods
then-
and,
and then
hang
what-
out.
And then once she's become an adult, like we're like gonna
We're
train
gonna
her.
take
and then-
care of our unconscious, battered to shit, burnt up fucking lizard man.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
Is that
yeah,
the plan
we will
over the
come
next
up-
like 18 years? Like train this child to be like 5-way multi-class, and then like have all of our powers, and then
Yes,
Yeah.
and then be our like Captain Planet. And
that is the most sane thing you said all week. So the general's dead.
Yeah.
All hope is lost.
Well, we have probably the greatest symbol of hope right here. This genetic inheritor.
Well, we apparently we need a new home then. Where are we going?
Let's
I
go
think
to.
we should wait
Let's go
till
north.
Corey's awake to make a
Okay.
plan.
Sure.
how about west into the desert? No one will find us there.
That's really good baby raising territory.
Yeah.
Or are we gonna take a long rest here?
Yes, we're taking
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
rest.
Okay, while I'm doing that, Markeng, I want to read my book.
on what?
I didn't know shit. Don't know anything.
Look, they know that the general came from Fourth Frontier, so we can't go back because they're gonna expect
So
that
it's the
place
morning
to be
now.
the source of like whatever problems been happening. So we'll have to.
I just feel like they're like we have loyal people there. It's like a fort, and the new emperor has more things to worry about than some little fort in Lizard Man territory.
So we're gonna have this fort with no support and no war material to fight off the lizardmen and possibly like
Well, the
the
front line's
empire.
way further south.
Yeah,
we
they're
Can I
gonna
do
crumble.
like?
They have no supplies coming. They're gonna
Can I
crumble.
do an insight into what way the army was moving with the prisoners to deduce where they were going next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would the dwarves help us?
They were heading back to Zleen.
So I got 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're heading back to the capital.
They're heading back to the capital.
Okay, so the army wasn't heading back, so heading onwards.
Those were
Fort Frontier.
like not those weren't imperial legions. Those were royal guards that were outside of the Zleenish city. All like I said, all of the imperial legions were in that the big push to Salazar.
Okay. Well, let's just go to Fort Frontier.
Yep.
Which one? The top one or the bottom one?
The bottom one. Let's go to the bottom one.
So you guys are going to relocate and camp, right?
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it's already morning now.
So that would be when we start to relocate. Yeah, it's morning now, right?
No.
Oh,
When you
it's
guys
all
got
night.
there, it was like 12 o'clock. Like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
When you guys
so
like
we were
regroup.
packing up.
Okay, you relocate.
Yeah.
Walk for an hour. So it's 2 o'clock. You camp for a little bit. It's like a short rest. Morning. Okay, now we're at morning. On the same page.
So we didn't get a long rest.
No,
That's the okay.
unless
Okay.
you want to like sleep into the morning.
I don't really need a long rest.
Okay, so short rest, morning. What you guys are heading off to Fort Frontier?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a vote on it because James has his reservations, but like where would
Tally
you want to
Keek
go?
is still unconscious.
Shake him.
You guys,
You alive, bro?
He doesn't wake up. He's alive. He's breathing heavily.
Ugh.
He's in a coma?
Okay.
Yes. You guys
How
wait
long until he
for
wakes up?
you guys wait 7 hours and he wakes up. It's like
Cool.
Oh, so long rest then.
okay,
Yeah.
boom.
So we all get the long rest.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
All right. Now that I have identified, I'm gonna identify everything on that list.
yeah.
Of
You
items.
can do that. Oh, I see. Well, it's one at a time, right?
We need
Yeah,
and
it
we
takes
need
me
the,
10
and we need the
minutes each
ingredients
one.
too to cast
right.
identify.
Fuck.
You need a pearl.
What do you
with
need? A
hundred
pearl?
emeralds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are there pearls in the treasure sack? Like,
Corey, turn into a clam and make me a pearl.
Pearls in the treasure sack.
There are some emeralds, but there
Takes
are no
months
pearls.
to make pearls,
no
dude.
pearls. Okay. Well,
What?
can
Really?
we see which of these items are magical then? Can you arcana them?
Me? No. It's not gonna be worth it. I'm not an intelligence-based caster.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, why don't we go investigate where the battle happened and see if we can find any information, anything to get this
Any
story
survivors?
a rolling.
That is a good plan. One of us holds back with the baby. The rest of us try and find the general's specific tent
Okay.
and figure out information.
Everything was burning, guys.
Yeah, it's all gone, you fool. It's burnt, destroyed, magical fire, cleanse the whole area. You'll not find nothing but corpses, dead things, and burnt tents.
Well, at this point, then the only thing that I can think of is to get this baby as far away from Zleen as possible.
So where do you want to take it?
What's here? Or we can go to
Okay.
Orkbridge. Bogdale.
Are you just saying random places?
No,
No,
there's like
North Haverbrook.
By golly, put them on the map.
I say we take her into the deserts. They're like our people lived as nomads, and there's no imperial presence there.
I suppose if we take the river, we won't die in the heat.
I think I can make a boat. Hold on.
You know what? I don't want to really get into a makeshift boat with the baby.
No, it's gonna be one that I made with prayers and faith.
Why can't Kelly Keek turn into a whale or something and we'll ride him down?
A porpoise. You
Sir,
can make
sir.
you
A
guys
milk
Good Aqua
porpoise.
Cave.
over here, right?
Okay.
So, actually, now that I think about it, the rendezvous should be down here somewhere, not up here. The general would have come up this way, and you guys went out through the east gate.
You know,
This is all
maybe
screwed up.
maybe
I support your plan.
maybe we can maybe we should wait until the rendezvous time. Maybe he left a messenger for us. Maybe he had like a second plan.
That's a smart
Good.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like possibly. I mean, he is a general, right? Like a military strategist. So maybe he had a backup plan for all this. So
It's true.
I mean, is
Maybe we should go talk to Jebido.
that's what I was about to say. Is Jebido at Frontier?
Yeah.
Jevido's not in on any of this though. Like he has.
And he's kind of a coward.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, exactly. He sent us out because he didn't want to get his hands dirty.
I can make a rowboat.
That's
if
pretty
you
cool.
want a rowboat. I guess a metal one. It'll
Well, we
float.
could go west and send a message to Jebido.
A raven.
I can
Yeah,
get a
you
message
guys-
to him
you
through
guys
my
gotta
criminal
We have to-
network.
We have to
Callie,
find someone to
what's your
raise
say on
this kid.
Yeah.
So
Corey?
where do you think the best place to raise this kid is? In the desert? That seems stupid. Your people moved to their city and became nobles for a reason.
Yeah, let's just go back to Fort Frontier. Fuck
I'm
it.
just saying a place where people live that there's no presence.
Okay. 2 for Fort
We go to the
Frontier.
inn?
Any like one person for the desert. What are you for, Mark?
I don't really know what our options are.
What's north? The Magma Land and Orkland.
Yep.
We can go raise them with the orcs.
Orkland. Here's a city. This is a quiet city. Dwarves, hobbits in here, hobbits and humans. This is probably a bad idea.
Halflings. You're gonna get sued, dude.
That's probably a bad idea.
Salazar, yeah.
Are there no other elves on this continent?
There are elves, but they're in the forests. Tribes of beautiful ladies.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
I told you.
Fort Frontier?
Yeah.
3 for Fort Frontier. You guys start heading off for Fort Frontier. That
Corey,
is
you're awake. You can talk.
I am aware.
all right.
Why haven't you said nothing?
Why don't we take him to the
I
Lizard
am also
Land?
aware of my silence.
Why don't we take him to Lizard Land? Do you think they would take us in,
No.
Mr. Detmark?
I'd rather go see the dwarves.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Can I have insight into if it's fucking smart to go see fucking Jebido?
Sure.
I don't know shit.
No, he's gonna fucking sell us out. He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, guess what? Like
What's
that
his-
scumbag. Forget it.
Aklo, you feel like Jebido is a trustworthy guy. You feel like he is a lazy guy who wasn't expecting all this responsibility thrust on him all of a sudden.
Is he easy to usurp?
Yeah, let's go ahead and kill Jebido. Mark ain't gonna let us do that.
That's never gonna happen. Does he? I mean, that's the only person, that's the only NPC that I can think of at this point in time that has resources to help us.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
It's 3v2.
Give me a survival check. How you guys are you guys going to walk on the main road or what?
We're gonna walk adjacent to the main road,
Yeah, main
Adjacent.
road adjacent.
like far enough away where people like travelers would be other way.
Are you
I
eventually
want
gonna
a speed bonus.
get on the
'cause
main
You
road or
wanna-
what?
Get
We want to avoid Ekery, like far away from, because
Yeah.
we made
Okay.
a yeah.
We go like
oh
this.
yeah.
I mean, we could take the river down.
Yeah, we could take the river. down.
The river would literally take us to Frontier.
Yeah, but pirates,
Pirates.
dude. This is a massive fucking river. It's like 50
Fair
kilometers
enough.
long.
Fair enough.
It's not to scale,
It's
but
like an
it
ocean.
is massive. It's hard to see the other side,
They're the Great Rivers instead of Great
but
Lakes, right?
it's not like 50
Except for
kilometers
this lake,
wide.
it's like 147 kilometers.
Well, I think that would be the fastest way to get there.
Gee, let's do it. I make a rowboat.
You make a rowboat.
Yeah.
Why don't we go buy a rowboat?
How long does that take?
fucking
You want to
who?
go back into Zleen, or there's a
I can do
surrounding
it
village?
once.
I'm
Surrounding
sure we can
villages and
find
shit.
fishing villages, right?
Yeah, you can.
Probably like tons of fucking villages on this river.
There are.
Massive.
There
Probably
are.
a huge trading hub.
Probably
You
even
know-
higher, like
you
a
know,
fucking.
all of those
boat.
estates you saw, those gated estates, those estates are like those rule these like villages, these farming villages and those fishing villages. All those estates kind of that's the relationship between Zleen and the surrounding area.
All right, well, to the nearest fishing village then.
All right. So,
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
it's
16
easy
for
enough to
survival.
find. You just walk to the river. There's like a collection of houses and lots of different like peasants walking around doing their daily activities. You look around for a boat to buy,
Or even to hire.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you walk,
riverboat.
you walk to the docks, and there's some river boats moored at the dock. Yeah.
Like a boat big enough to take our horses.
So there's 3 boats big enough to take your horses. And they're just like low, wide barges, kind of. They're faster than riding your horse, but they're not the fastest thing. But they can carry a lot of cargo, right? For passage, it would be, do you like say Fort Frontier or what? Just you say like down the river, or there's
Yeah,
some-
just say Fort Frontier.
Wait, we're buying a boat? Why don't we just get a...
That's what we're hiring. We're talking about
hiring.
hiring a boat.
Tell them we want to go to Salazar.
We'll just conscript them after we arrive.
Yeah.
So you approach a captain, right? How can I help you?
We're looking to hire your boat to get down south.
Going down
Me and my
south,
men and my horse.
eh? You and your men and your horses. Oh, and a boar, eh? Well, the boar will cost you
is he
extra.
human?
He's human.
Okay.
He's a young guy.
He sounds old.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
being on the seas will do that to you.
Life has been
The
rough.
river.
Yeah. He's the seas keep me young. I'm 22.
The salt is hell on your skin.
So there's what? 5 of you? 4 of you?
5.
5 of you. All with mounts. Going
6.
downriver, eh? You're gonna keep that horse you found?
I'll trade it to him.
You gonna trade it to him for
Yeah,
a
we'll
passage?
sweeten the pot. We'll give it to
Sweeten
him.
the pot?
Yeah,
It's
we
clearly
have
military,
to-
like stolen horse.
He like raises his eyes, but he's like, okay. His eyebrow, I should say. He's downriver, eh? No more than that.
Yeah, no more than that. Just
Well,
downriver.
you gotta pay extra every day then.
What do you mean?
Every day you gotta pay.
You haven't even told us
It's
the price yet.
I'm letting you know. I'm just letting you know. It'll be.
Just spit it out, old man.
Okay, I'm thinking good old 8 gold a day.
8
8
gold?
gold.
8 gold a day?
A day. You're
For
not
the
telling
5
me.
of us?
Yeah, for everything. You and your pack animals.
Does that include meals?
Yep.
Well, all right then.
You get
No,
one
you
room.
can't be serious. This is crazy. That's
You know,
ridiculous.
times
this
are
price.
hard. Times are hard. The economy's down, and I'm pretty
That's not-
sure
that's
he
what
like
that
looks
means.
at the
Flat.
horse. He like looks at the horse and he's like, I don't think any of this is legit. There's something fishy going on here. This is not legit. No.
Nothing fishy at all, sir.
Of course it's fishy. We're going on the ocean or the river. Tons of fish.
I know it's
No,
a bit steep.
This is ridiculous. How about 6 gold? 5 for
know,
one for each of us and 1 for the pig.
I
6
look
gold.
at I look at
The pig.
I look at Charlie Keek and I tap his staff. No.
6 gold.
The
6
the
gold.
staff.
Yeah,
Like 6
Uh,
gold.
Fine. I take out the rod of obedience.
Roll
my God.
persuasion, James.
Okay.
Before let's see what happens before this. Okay, 6 gold. Well, you know, I think I might be able to come down to 6, but you know, I'll really be taking a hit. You know,
I tap the stick even harder.
I hand
I-
the rod of obedience to Edgar.
What?
There you go.
Okay, how's it work?
You can't cast it on this dude,
Are
can
you are you gonna pay him, Keegan?
Yeah, pay him 6 gold.
Okay.
Out of our group pool. Yeah.
All right.
Hold
he like
up.
looks around shiftily. He's like, "Get the hell on."
Oh, so rude.
6 gold pieces. He says, "Get the hell on."
That's right. He's making a fortune.
We're leaving now.
We'll load the horses up then, sir.
Yeah.
He like gets his deckhands to begin leading your horses on, and
How
in
many
a
guys?
span like 8 of them just to like move your horses. There's probably like
I board with
15.
Little Knock.
Less than that, more like 12 guys on deck, plus the and then captain being 13. Takes 5 minutes to get everything on, and you guys are heading downriver immediately.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gotta haggle, guys. Otherwise, you're gonna look desperate, and that looks even more suspicious.
I don't have any money.
Hey,
We have a staff that can control freaking minds.
this
Yeah.
You gotta do that every day. What if we fail one
Yeah.
day? He's gonna be like, "Oh,
Wait a minute.
Where the hell am I?
yeah."
So you guys start heading downriver.
All right, I start identifying every. Oh wait, no, we still don't have. I also need a pearl.
You need a pearl? You need a pearl?
Guaranteed the captain has a pearl.
I asked the captain for a pearl. Yeah.
Or from the town.
Hey, Cat,
He
you
has
got
he has a
pearl?
pearl necklace actually.
How much for that there pearl necklace?
Ooh, well, you see, this was a
This was me
family
mother's.
heirloom from not me mother, but me grandmother.
Okay,
This is
can you
very
explain to me what the
important.
rod does, real quick?
All right, I'll
Doesn't
read
it
it out.
consume the thing?
It charms him and makes him think of you as a friend.
Doesn't
Is
the
there a
pearl gets
verbal
consumed when
component
you
at
use
all?
Oh, right.
While charmed,
Yeah,
charmed
we
into
need
this
to, like-
way. Okay.
We need to like grind the pearl into dust and then like spread it all over. Like
No, I don't have.
No,
to do that.
no.
The rod.
It doesn't. The
The
identify
rod.
doesn't consume the pearl.
oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. He just needs a pearl, and he
Okay.
can.
You can.
We'll
Well, it's a
say
pearl.
if the
It's a
spell-
pearl necklace. That's all he has. You can use an action to present the rod and command obedience from a creature of your choice that you can see within 120 feet of you. Each target must the target must succeed on. You can. This item is probably far more powerful than I'm giving it to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. We could literally go up to a merchant.
Crowd. It looks like
and
you
be
could go
like-
a crowd of people.
I
wait.
know.
Wow.
A,
So I
the
put-
target must
creature.
succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 8 hours. While charmed in this way, the creature regards you as its trusted leader. If harmed by you or your companions, or commanded to do something contrary to its nature, a target ceases to be charmed in this way. The
Alright, so-
rod
Oh,
can't
he's
be
not
used.
gonna. He's not gonna give you the fucking.
Yeah, this is a miserly scum. He's not gonna give us shit. Like that's like against his
Fucking-
nature.
alright.
Like
I would if you convince if you with charm person, you can convince them that you're his friend, and you'd be like, hey friend,
Can I
you-"
borrow your pearl?
Yeah.
I can steal it from him while he sleeps.
in the boat, who else is gonna be stealing it from him? Like, hey, I wonder who stole it. These 5 riffraffs, or did I lose it? Like,
Okay, how much did he say he would part with the thing for?
The thing?
Yeah,
60 gold.
60 gold?
we
Yeah.
need one of 100 gold value, right? Isn't that?
Oh, really?
ju-
Well,
So
then
I
Yeah.
think
I feel
the
like
way
he's gonna
value
say like
works is it
800 gold.
depreciates.
Then it's a pearl necklace.
No, we need a giant pearl that's like
A
$100
giant
of
pearl.
value.
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
have a giant pearl, no.
Alright, whatever.
Okay, so you guys, it takes 3 days to make it to this fork. The captain asks you if you're heading to Ecurie.
No, we don't need to stop there.
Okay, so
We have no business there.
that
Well,
we have-
is
could
another
get a
12
pearl.
gold.
Okay. Sure.
12 gold.
Yeah, 3 days, right? So 6 for each day. So
Another day to make it to more like just under a day to make it to
okay,
this this fork.
okay.
And he's like heading to Fort Frontier, or like heading down here. There's various villages. He doesn't say Fort Frontier, but he says the name of a prominent town.
Okay.
Heading there.
Nope.
Just keep going until we tell you to stop.
So he's starts to go down here.
No. We tell him
No,
to
no,
take,
no,
go down the right
Alright,
river.
all right. So
I pretty much X on his map approximately where we're going.
So it takes another 5 days, or so 6 more days of travel before.
Didn't it take us 6 days on foot to get
he really doesn't want to go more than.
It's like a cabbie from Vancouver to Surrey.
Now I gotta row it
It's
back up.
twisting.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to go past here really.
Is he
Past
selling
here,
himself?
he's like, well, he's saying there's nothing past here, kind of deal.
Yeah, there is.
Take us to Fort Frontier.
Alright.
You fucking son of a bitch.
Hey, grumbly, sea captain.
And he keeps going.
This whole
Five
time,
days of travel, not
this
6.
whole boat time, I'm fucking reading my book.
He's going well.
How many
You guys
air
make it to
cannon
Fort
rounds should I give
Frontier.
you?
And so he wants
Teaching them-
30 more gold. Well, at
30 more gold. We
no,
already
at
have you, man.
at that point, he
It's been-
wanted 6 gold because you've already paid him 24.
Yeah.
And he on
Sure.
the last day, he's like, "All right, give me my last 6 gold."
Yeah, altogether. Sounds good. 30 gold altogether.
Peace out, you piece of shit.
All right, turn this shit around, boys.
Now I can retire.
yeah, now he's done.
I'm
And
the
he
richest man in this side of.
makes his way back
Damn.
upriver.
Can we offer him a contract to bring us supplies and stuff? What's his name? No one helped.
More continued
Mark it.
work? Yeah.
His name is. One second, I have a list. Raffin Copperback. My name is Raffin. Raffin Copperback.
Captain Rabbit got
Captain Copperback, they called me.
That's so fucking cool.
Who calls you? All right, but
A contract, you say? What would be the conditions of this contract you have in mind?
That you smuggle supplies for us.
Smuggle?
You bring supplies to us.
Yes,
No.
legitimately.
It's,
And then I wink.
Tell me, paperback, are you a emperor's man?
Paperback?
he looks at you and he
Just like Shadow
like,
Elf
kinda
asking.
just, like, shakes his head and he's like, "You're already off my ship. Don't be asking me such questions." Like, what kind of supplies are you talking about?
I just want a
Food,
merchant
water,
that can come here and we can buy shit.
Yeah, he's like, "Then I'm your man."
All right, and then I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Casting shit on people all the
Yeah.
time, man.
What?
So you cast Zone
What are
of
you
Truth.
doing?
What is this witchcraft?
This is a huge violation.
Then what?
My personal rights.
Are you gonna tell anybody about us about what we just did and
Now
get
you're making
got
it seem
here?
like you should tell people.
Now
something.
you're making him more suspicious. The
Yeah,
whole
I'm just
point was
asking.
not bring attention to ourselves.
I'm just asking.
A 50-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your control. Magical zone, guard. Should we just fucking kill him and take his boat?
Charisma
I'm
saving
asking-
throw.
Yeah, can we count on?
No, that's like even more suspicious. Then his friends are gonna be like, "Oh, he went off with these 5 suspicious-looking ex-military people, and then like
I
never came
think I
back."
heard a baby cry once on this
Yeah.
10-day-long voyage.
I practice strict client confidentiality, my boy. Oh, you can rest assured not a word will escape Raph and Copperback's lips. And he like nods and then makes his way down upriver.
Hold on a second. Tell me a lie.
What?
I
He
want
like
him to
looks
tell
at
me.
you weird and
I
he's
asked
like,
him to tell me a lie.
I don't have time for this boy.
I grabbed the dwarf, like, you all have very weird leavings off. They like to ask silly questions.
Some people are just like that. It's fine. You see a lot. I've seen some weird stuff, man. Been on the seas for a while. It's okay. He makes his way down not down river, upriver.
Whatever.
All right, we're back.
I'm gonna miss that guy.
You're
Yeah.
back.
Captain Copperback. I hope he's like. So I guess there's no way for me to actually tell if he passed that check.
No.
True.
Fickle nature of magic, I suppose.
Oh no, you do know. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its save.
Oh, he
But did he?
passed. Yeah, he passed.
So we get
So
off
you
the
could've-
boat. We're at the fort. What is the state of the fort? Is it the same as when we
An
left it?
affected creature is aware of the spell. What?
no.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, well, you probably feel something inside you compelling you to tell the truth.
Yeah, well, he didn't seem to be offended.
Okay, well,
If I used to it,
Cool.
Let us go.
anyway, whatever.
So you guys approach the walls of Fort Frontier. The squat.
Mark, did
Thick
you get that
walls.
pearl necklace?
Oh, I should have. Damn it.
And as you approach, you hear the words, "Halt! Identify yourselves."
It's just us. We're back.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's the guys. Okay, let them in. Right, and the door opens. The thick doors open, and you're allowed into the inner yard of the keep. Jebedo comes out after a few minutes. You know, you get in there. People are like, "Oh my god, like what happened?" Da da da. You know, it's been what, like almost a month. Yeah, they like crowd you. Some of
Has
the
it been almost a month?
it's been
Man,
like
Jevido hasn't turned this place into like a brothel and like a gambling den already. Like,
no, they actually seemed like when you walked in, everybody was busy. Um, when you approached Fort Frontier, you noticed that there was some tents set up on the outside of the fort.
oh,
Um,
like a
This
refugee
place
camp
is
kind of thing.
intense.
yeah, and but like there's you only like recognize people inside the keep kind of deal. There's only people you recognize inside the keep. There we go. So after like 5 or 10 minutes of being surrounded by people, you hear Geppetto call out, "Guys, it's good to see you back. You're gonna have to give me a report."
Debrief. We debrief them.
Okay, so you like tell him everything that happened, and he pales when he hears about the general, but he like looks to Kelly Keek and he gives you a nod of respect.
Oh yeah, wait. Look at the chat, or
What?
look at general chat. I guess you can say.
What, the scar? That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, cool. So, yeah. So you debrief. He nods. All right. Well, let me see her then. He says
Who?
to Aklo.
All right, we told them.
What's it? I think you missed her name. What's her name?
Moonbeam.
No, it's not Moonbeam. Foxy Cleopatra. Caligula. Octavia.
Octavia. Octavia. That's a beautiful name.
Darn
Yeah, I guess I pull her off my back and
He like
Dude, not
grabs
I don't
her.
let him hold her though.
No. He does what you did. He just kind of like keeps coming forward and trying to
Get outta here, you gross man.
sleight of hand her out of your hands.
How big is he compared to the baby?
He's bigger than the baby. He eventually like gives up and goes and sits down in a chair that's in the general's chair. That's what he like goes to sit down into it and then like looks at it and then kind of just like shakes his head and pushes it out
We're
of
all
the way.
scouting.
Well, he was, and now he's like it's just not right. And, like pulls a different chair and sits down in that. And he's like, "Well, boys, you know, I've tried my best to really step up to the plate here and take care of what needs to be done. As you can see, a lot of people are showing up in the chaos that has occurred, and yeah, I'm willing to. I guess that makes me the ranking officer
stop.
here now that the general's gone. But to tell you, I'll try my best.
Ranks even exist anymore.
Yeah, there's no such things as ranks, buddy.
Yeah, man.
The Empire's
I'm gonna
gone.
roll insight to see how you actually is being genuine with those words.
All right.
Well, I better seize control then.
Yeah, that's the shadow elf
You
way of
even
doing
like
it.
let him finish what he was saying.
Are we gonna kill him?
He's like, yeah,
Well,
whatever.
he didn't do
Anyways,
anything.
Didn't he?
we gotta. Even if I was the ranking officer, I am just not. I'm willing to work, but I need help, guys. I need advice. Some of you. He like looks at Keegan and he's like, "You're more traveled, more experienced, and some of you." And he like looks at Gatbark and he's like, "You just have the work ethic of a beast." And he's like, "Some
Wow.
of you."
Wow.
That's yeah, whatever. He like what you know what he means. Don't give me that don't give me that SJW bullshit. You know what I mean? It's locker room talk. It's locker room talk.
I think that it is of
And
the
Aklo,
utmost importance.
you have a level of loyalty that I respect, and I need help. I don't care about rank right now. We need to come up with a plan.
I think that we need to do everything we can to protect this baby, and I think the first act that we should do is like really find out who is absolutely totally loyal to the cause within the fort, and like start building our ranks from there.
Okay.
Yeah, internally, and then we'll go externally and try and gather.
Because like it's only a matter of time until my brother finds out of the existence of this baby, so we need to be prepared to protect her, and I guess work at a Fort Frontier or find a better place to hide.
I mean, it's kind of hard to beat like a fort that you already own, unless. But we don't have the manpower to protect something like this, do we?
Yeah, we need to
Especially when
like
you're surrounded by enemies.
start finding loyalists and like building our ranks.
Do you think we can have a truce with the lizardmen?
We already kind of do, don't we?
Well, we have a whole army down there on the front line.
That's like the
He
Empire's
looks
army
at
is to
Gabark. Jebedo looks at Gabark. He's like, "That those scouts haven't come back. I have no idea what's happening down there."
Well, shit.
it's only a matter of time till the Empire's army starts coming back north to home.
The jungle lizards are isolationists, and I don't think we have to worry about them. But I have no idea what's happening down south.
What do you think there, Urduth?
It's a very, very complicated situation. We are outnumbered, outgunned, outsupplied, and outmanned. We're gonna have to wage a guerrilla war the likes of this the Empire has never seen.
I am
We are
Markeng
gonna
on your
need
token, son.
weapons of magical variety
'Kay.
to destroy their legions. We must refit, reinforce, and strike.
Talking about magical variety, they probably got a pearl in place, right? I'm sure they
Yeah.
identify things.
They have a what in place? Sorry,
A
Pearl?
pearl, identification pearl.
in here,
Yeah,
in Fort Frontier.
yeah.
There's some magic
Yeah,
users.
that makes sense. In the wizard shack. Okay, so Jebedo, he's like nodding. He's like, I like it. I like it. This is good. These are all things we can work on.
I mean, there has to be loyalists within the Imperial army down south, right?
There are loyalists within the refugees surrounding Fort Frontier. We just have to draw from them. Down south, like, you know that, like, the kind of farming village, like, you're surrounded by villages and hamlets. It's far thinner than Urkery, like, or Zleen, which is like super dense. Zleen is like carefully plotted farmland that's used to its fullest extent in like long strips of land kind of deal with like road infrastructure, right? Then Urkery is more like large, like meadows and pasture kind of farmland where there's like wooden fences and like dirt roads kind of thing. And then down in here, there's just like hamlets and like places that just have like, you know, open cornfields and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need to like, I guess we need to turn Fort Frontier into like as big a possible like strong keep to protect this baby, right? Start getting workers and farmers and as many people to our cause, and maybe even do a bit of a time jump.
Yeah, what is the threat to also? Hey, is it just farmland? Is that the only resource that's down here? Just
There are several cosps of trees. There's a quarry nearby that was
a rock
used to
quarry?
construct the fort and the walls that surround the fort.
No
Um,
mines.
no, there was no infrastructure put in for mines to support the fort.
What kind of animals?
Um, like rabbits and wolves and foxes and stuff like
All
that.
right, so that takes out textiles. We can't do any kind of trade, but
I mean, like
farmland.
sheep and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the villages and stuff have sheep and cows.
All right. Somehow we have to fortify everyone over here. That can
Okay,
be moved.
okay. So, guys, I have maneuvered you into this position. Okay, this is a story beat that I wanted to hit, and at this point, I want to play a sandbox style campaign. Okay, so there are various. I'll explain some of the rules for this kind of stage of the game, where I will start introducing some of this stuff. Okay, we're gonna talk about this um, in general, and I think this is a good spot to kind of like cap it off. So I'll just explain some of this stuff, and then we can kind of end it.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
One quick question.
Yeah.
The guy that I set free.
Oh, from the jail?
What about
Yes. Because we told him to go to Fort Frontier, right?
him? Mm-hmm.
Is he here? Like if I looked for him?
Or did he
You'd,
go to
you'd
the
have to
wrong
go to
one?
look for him, but that plays directly into this because part of the third party content that I want to include in this stronghold and followers, right? So you guys have a stronghold in Fort Frontier. Like thinking about it is not necessarily the most advantageous position on this map, but that's how the world evolved. Anyways, moving on, you have a stronghold. You can either stay here or move on or whatever, or yeah, figure it out. But that was the general kind of story beat. So I'd like for you guys to stay here out of character. But if your characters really want to move on because of whatever reason, we can do that. Strongholds and followers. Followers being characters that your PCs gain over time, right? So, for example, Edgar, you're talking about a like, is there a mine? No, but you know, Fort Frontier could attract a miner who could start a mine, right? And that miner actually like it's all there are like various things. So like miners give you raw resources, but also every month will generate 500 gold for the fort. Okay, so the more miners you have, the more resources you have to like play with in general like narrative story kind of ways, but also you get more gold in general to spend as a group. Um, Farmers provide other things. There's various aspects. I don't want to go through. I guess like I could read them all out to you, but that's how this is going to happen. I can either pick and choose ones to get to like to give you, I should say, or you guys can roll for them if you want. Um, or you
If we
can.
roll,
I feel like
could we-
you should be able to recruit.
I think rolling would be fun.
Yeah.
Also, could we, if we were seeking a specific type of follower, could we get like
You cut out there, bud.
so if we were gonna seek for a specific type of follower, like a miner or like a something to that extent, masonry man, would we be able to get a bonus for trying to find that kind of a follower? Or is it all kind of like happenstance?
No, like it's. However, these are additional rules, right? And like as I read this, it like gave me a list of options, right? We can do this however we want. Basically, what what I'm going to kind of play with is like every campaign achievement or level up, I'll kind of dole out the either followers or units. Units are the second part of this, right? So units, you can get units in a variety of ways. You can like levy units from the surrounding area. People can be inspired by you, right, and show up and pledge themselves to fight under your character, right? Followers can also do that, like the guy who you released, Corey. Any questions? Yeah.
Yes, you with the hand up.
Can we level up?
Good question.
So
Also, I identify everything we have.
you can either use followers, like for example, barbarians could get like they could attract a reaver, kind of like a plunderer, right? Who can either follow you as an NPC, or you can send out, be like, "Oh, I want you to like go to this part of the world and try to do that," and they can have their own little objective while you do your thing, right? The way I would like to play this is as a group, with you guys going out and doing missions that improve the your standing as a stronghold.
So like the new elves are like against religion, right? The Caneros.
Elves?
Well, like
I don't think that was
they
ever
destroyed the
stated.
temple, right? And then they set up.
Oh no, they're
Freedom of
against
religion.
like state religion.
So they don't like Caneros
No, because he was all
because
like
it was
that
the
was
state religion, right?
state religion. Yeah.
So that means like this new imperial force is fucking telling all the fucking commoners that they can't follow their religion anymore, right?
Kinda. They're saying down with Chineros, worship what you
So
want, but if you
I
still
want to
worship Chineros, you're trash.
during the time jump. I want to like send out
We don't
missionaries
have
to
to
go to
have a time
towns.
jump.
Sounds like we gotta have that.
No, well, like it depends on what
I
you
like
guys
the
want to do
idea.
at this point.
I like the
Depends on
idea
what you
going
guys
out
want.
and like recruiting people and like maybe like spreading our message to other hamlets and doing missions to get stuff for the base, and there's so much to be done here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
like really, Markeng has a week to like think about something he wants us to do in the meantime. Like,
No, I want you guys to kind of like I can give you something to do right now if you want.
Like, okay, well, I'm
okay,
saying
so Jebido,
in
what does
character.
the fort need?
The fort.
What could make this fort better? What could make our walls stronger?
We need more people to like man the fort.
Yeah.
I'd say
Exactly.
priority one is
So-
we need to head south. We need to discuss with this army, find out how many of them are loyal to the Empire.
Can just send you though to
Alright.
find them because we don't know
You
where
know
they
what
are.
would happens
really.
if we just
Yeah.
Right. Never mind.
You know what happened last time?
I think
I'll
we
do
should
it.
start
I
with
don't.
the
I'm.
hamlets.
If anything, I
He's
wanted to spend
learned.
some time by myself.
You won't let it happen again.
We could get Jebido to send out a message to some of the
Yeah, what-
soldiers and see what's
What
going
is
on.
our communication system?
Scouts
in
haven't
this?
come back yet,
Markane?
so he doesn't know what's going on down south.
Yeah.
Do we have ravens?
No. Not. They don't work like that. They're trained to return to a location,
What?
not to follow an army.
No, I mean, do we have ravens?
Like
Yes.
messenger
I want to
pigeons.
talk to other strongholds.
Yes.
But
you
it's
do.
only like 2 strongholds. The pigeon wouldn't be able to go to an
Yeah,
army.
yeah,
in
that's
far.
fine. We don't only have one pigeon, I hope.
Does Gatbark have like other dwarf friends?
Not really.
All right.
No, I'm a loner.
I
You don't know.
propose, like I said, I propose our first order of business is to locate this army in the south, and
You're gonna
find
die out there.
What?
I want to foment a religious rebellion.
I can survive out in the
I
desert.
oppose that.
What? Fomenting a religious rebellion?
A religious rebellion?
That's the easiest way to
Against
get the
who?
peasantry on our side.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
think
Or we can communicate with every single stronghold and be like, "Hey, refugees, send them here if you can't."
so. We can all more or less agree that next session will be pretty much dedicated to like finding people to join our cause, whether that be going out on a quest or sending out messages or
That's how it will begin, actually, with people coming to join your cause.
okay.
But
Cool.
there, like, but Jebido wants you to go to Strail and recruit a Mason to improve the wall.
Mason?
Yeah.
I'm a Mason.
You're a Mason?
Done.
No, really?
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm a Mason.
Damn it.
I'm a Mason and I'm a Smith. And I can just worship for things.
Okay.
But we need, we need more than one guy to do it.
Yeah, we can use refugees.
Well,
back
maybe a
into
time
them.
skip would be good at this point.
And I can go to the military, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know
horde.
why we're not going to
Yeah,
find
and
this army and
So,
and recruit
okay,
as much-
that's what we're
they'll
gonna do.
respect me
Because we don't
because I'm
all
an-
need to go for that.
No, Jebido wants you to stick together.
And it makes it makes it easier.
All right, Jebido, come with.
I have things to do here.
Same.
I have desks to hide under
no,
here.
No. I have things to do here. I'm going at the beginning of next session, I'll take your advice in terms of objectives to accomplish while you're gone. Yeah, and that's how it's gonna be. All right, boom.
Get
that was
ready
fun.
for refugee politics.
Yeah, that'll be like the first 45 minutes. GG.
GG.
Yeah.
Every level?
Yes, please.
Like 2 levels, right? Because it's time.